you got Genesis 3 and
Says we're live.
1. We live?
Yeah, I'll
Right.
click on it.
And double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and honor to you brothers out there in the highways and the byways, speaking this word in all sincerity and truth. And yeah, we're just gonna get right into it, man. Like, listen, man, everything that we've been teaching, the prophecy, the history, the understanding of this world, you see why it's important now. Because we live in a world that's produced with lies, corruption, and deceit on a level that's unknown in human history. This is on what the level of deception and witchcraft that is occurring in the earth right now is unprecedented in human history. Witchcraft and deception, and it's all the way around us. Multiple levels. The people are confused, especially in America. They're absolutely confused. And that's why Babylon stands for what? Confusion. Because the people are confused. They don't know up from down, left from right. All of them have got real from fake. They got cognitive dissonance, double think, which when you look up the word double think, is when you believe in two things and they oppose each other at the same time. So you're a Christian that believes in God, but at the same time you're happy that Amber Heard, a known Satanist, is supporting your candidate. How does it work? Absolutely. These people are under multiple spells. But you know who ain't under a spell? The elect. Because why? We understand the scriptures. The Spirit of the Lord is dealing with us, the Spirit of truth, the light of the Lord, which is Yahweh Shai, that we're able to walk through all this darkness. Yeah, go on up.
Ephesians 5 and 14. Wherefore he saith, awake thou that sleepest, and arise from the dead, and Mashiach shall give thee light.
That's right. When you come into this truth, you arise from a dead state, a dead, confused, zombified state, which the majority of these people are. And the worst thing about it is the people who tend to be in the most zombified and dumb state are the people who think they're the most woke. They think they're onto something. They ain't onto nothing. They're totally gone.
They're just on the other end of the spectrum of deception.
Yeah, like this, and they're emotionally invested in that, so you can't even talk to them. Because they're on the spells, and that's another thing that people don't know. That Esau Edom is a master wizard and witch, and he's using multiple levels of witchcraft against people, because there's different types of witchcraft. You got blood magic, you got script magic, which is writing. You got incantations, the chants. You know what I'm saying? You got the astrological magic, the numerology, the what else they got? They got all kind. They're using multiple forms of magic on people at the same time, like Doctor Strange, and that's why these people are so bugged out. Even the tattoos, which who did they get to popularize the tattoos? These dirty, disgusting celebrities, these actors and these athletes. The reason you see average people walking around scripted up with all form of witchcraft on their body, which is putting witchcraft on you. They got Baphomets on them, all kind of sigils and all these type of things. They don't even know, right? It's because they were following David Beckham, Dennis Rodman. Like, you name a celebrity that's not full to the brim with tattoos. All of a sudden you become a celebrity and you just gotta have like a whole sleeve. That was done by design, because these people are agents to manipulate the people. All right, where you go?
Yeah, I got a couple.
Yep.
But even back in that example, we had a black woman who had a son, 15 years old, get his first tattoo, man, get a whole sleeve, go arm done the other day.
Yeah, it's been normalized. When we was growing up, it's like, what's he doing? It weren't cool to have no damn tattoo.
Just a few old white men that had tattoos.
Yeah, man, didn't want to get that.
That was like the gothic.
Yeah.
People that love that.
Even the crazy hair.
Now that's cool.
But all through the media, all through the media, yeah, they basically corrupted the people that all form of perversion is now normal. up is down, left is right, good is evil, and evil is good. And all forms of toxic and even witchcraft is now the in thing now. Through the celebrities don't even hide it that they're Satanists no more. That one of the rituals they do is bathing in milk. You see all of them taking photos in milk and all sorts, and even blood. Yeah. Like obviously, yeah, he's a known Satanist, and he's just letting you know, and then normalizing it.
Ephesians 5:15. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise.
Circumspectly, not as fools. Now, a lot of people, this is why they don't know nothing about the Most High. They don't understand that the world is run by the ungodly. The scripture says these are the ungodly that prosper in the world. But the people of this world, they idolize those who prosper. This whole society, man, people idolize individuals who prosper in the society, whether it's LeBron James, all these people. And then what you're really going to find out is they have this ideology that you've gotten to where you got simply because you're the best through merit. But that's actually not the whole truth. And they show you that, we don't like to always mention programs, but if you watch The Boys, the idea of the seven, the members of the seven weren't there necessarily because they were the best of what they did, but simply because they fit a narrative and they were put in that position. And the same thing goes to a lot of these athletes. Like, look at Jude Bellingham right now. You can't tell me Jude Bellingham is the best in the world, but the PR behind him, and then he's working with Kim Kardashian, he's working with Nike, the goddess of victory. And you start realizing that all these different people, when you begin to prosper in this world, you really got to sign up to become a pawn for Satan. And now everything you do now is controlled, down to your relationships, down to your sponsorships and what you can and can't say to the people, even if you could be a rebel. A lot of these guys that you see, oh, he's a rebel, he's talking against, he's a gatekeeper. They've allowed him and told him you could do that. And that's why you still see him on TV.
Because it's necessary for Esau to control all sides.
Yeah, like Kanye. Kanye's an agent. Andrew Tate's an agent.
Now all of a sudden he's free to travel throughout Europe and all that. He was like the #1 villain on the face of the earth for a whole year. Most Googled man in the world. Now all of a sudden he's free.
Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, all there.
Yeah, I just commented on it. Man, that shit was all staged, man.
When who was that British comedian? He tried to become a rebel as well.
Oh, you're talking about this demon. And he Russell Brand. He's another agent.
He would say stuff, our videos down immediately.
Yep.
He's saying the same things and they were allowing the vid to stay
He's
up.
a gatekeeper to the knowledge. He's another one that's pretending that he's waking you up, but he's not. He's a witch as well. And then another thing about that guy, they had the fake persecution against him. He had the accusations against him.
All of a sudden.
Yeah, because it's all to make it look that they're being persecuted. Because that allows, he's legitimate. See, Andrew Tate, they tried to put him in jail. Same thing with Trump.
TV program against it.
Yeah, Donald Trump with the whole court case, and now with the fake assassin. You know what? It's all there to give the appearance of this person he's against something. No, he's an agent.
And the Simpsons predicted Trump the fake attempts. You know what I'm saying? That shit was so fake. Little blood, active bloods on your ear.
But
we
see through it. Because we understand things, just like we understand that who we're dealing with is Esau Edom, and the scriptures call them the mistress of witchcraft.
Well, quickly say something, man. It just shows you, man. It only takes the street to control the many. Yeah. Because people don't think this idea is even possible, but look what's happening.
Yeah.
It only takes a few key people in key places, man, and they command a whole group of people, man.
Yeah. Because how many? If you look at the structure compared to the many, it's a very small amount. Like, let's look at the whole celebrity culture. There ain't that many people that are actually household names that are actual celebrities if you compare it to the majority. Even the journalists, there's the amount of journalists there are, it's not that many. There's not millions of different journalists that are actually out there doing the mainstream articles, and it's a small amount. Hollywood is a small amount. Small select.
It's always this way, because even you got any business, man, you got the boss, and you got supervisors, and you got workers that work underneath him. everybody who works underneath him, they all working to the good of his business, man. You know, and then you might say, oh yeah, but you know, some people the heart's not in it. You know, you get the workers just come to get paid or whatever. Yeah, but they get replaced. When someone's not doing what they're supposed to do, they get replaced. You know, it's a revolving door at the bottom, but they're still working towards the end goal of that company.
Which was the end goal of this whole system. They're Esau Edom, and we're going to talk about it. The elite of Esau Edom, they have a goal which the Lord has set them upon, which is they call it the New World Order. But really, it's a manifestation of, it's going to manifest in the MOTV, Jacob's Trouble, and World War III.
Yeah. Basically, the Lord set them up.
The Lord set them up. They're going towards that goal, and it doesn't matter what celebrity. They're all part of Esau's plan to push people forward towards that end.
Psalm 144 and 11. Lead me and deliver me from the hand of strange children.
We need to be delivered from the hand of strange children. That's beginning with Esau Edom. And I always tell people, we don't care what hat Esau wears. What mask he wears doesn't matter. Esau will wear any mask. That's what you need to realize. That's what you need to know. That the devil deceives.
Yeah.
When someone wants to deceive you, they will wear any mask. That a con man, listen, a con man will wear any mask. A con man will come to you, however he needs to come to you to gain your confidence.
Clark 12 and verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like his iron rusted, so is his wickedness. So he humble himself. So he'll come humble. He come in the different forms that pander to you, that cater to you and how you know your perception, right? So and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be as thou unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away.
Esau hasn't changed. And when we say Esau, we're talking about all of them. Esau, Edom, they are our enemies according to their nationality. They are our enemies. And once you understand that in the spirit, then you're not going to be caught out there like, okay, he's all right. Like, yeah. Like, he's trying to, Joe Biden, he loves me. Or Donald Trump loves me. Or the Democrats, they're not racist at all.
Yeah, not all white people. That bullshit.
Oh, he's politically correct. That means he's not racist anymore. We told you already that whole political correctness was all a scam. That's just to drop Jake's guard down. Because remember, you even had that staged event, but it was still proved the point. You had that one lady, so-called lady here in the UK. She was on a hot mic or something backstage, and she called man a gollywog. And they tried to crucify her, and she was like, I don't see what the problem is. We all say it. Because they do. They all think like it. They're all at the end of the day, and this is what I meant by the mask. They're all Satanists. But even a Satanist can call himself a Christian. Even a Satanist can call himself Islam or atheist or whatever they want to say to fit some form of character. But that doesn't mean that their overall philosophy isn't the same. Like we was talking today about the WWE. Them man in the WWE, in the back room, they're all working for the same company. They have the same goal. Bring the punters in to pay for those tickets. So when they go out there, listen, them man will be brethren. Them man will be brethren, yeah, but they, for the purpose of the show, hate each other. Man will meet man in the, man will meet man, you know what I'm saying? Give man you know what I'm saying? Put man in a coffin and all this stuff. Kane and Undertaker. They weren't even really, they weren't brothers. There's still people saying, Undertaker says people will stop him and say, how's your brother? I was like, what?
Yo, when we first saw
yeah, they were brothers, man. And the shit was hard as hell, of course. You know what I'm saying? But that's the whole point, though, that there's the character that you're performing for the show to achieve your goal, and there's who you really are. And that's politics, that's these celebrities, that's this system in general. You got characters and situations that will play out for the greater goal. Another example, good cop, bad cop. That's a known tactic. You can look it up, go to Wikipedia. So, and a lot of times they'll even use a woman to do it. Because what you're doing is, right, you ain't gonna get to a guy if you both come in guns blazing and be like, he straight away got his defenses up, and that's it, he's shut down. You have one guy come in and he's trying to, and the other guy comes in and, do you want some water? Because you're naturally in your mind looking for help.
Yeah.
So they have one guy play the bad guy. So for the longest time for you, Jake, it's been the Republican Party, supposedly. Let's put it like that, good cop, bad cop. It's the same thing. So the one guy there is going to be coming, he's going to come down hard on you, and he's going to look at you like you're a piece of shit, and he's going to seem very stubborn, and he hates you. And the other guy is going to be there kind of like, you want some water? Look, and he's going to act nice.
Yeah.
And he might even tell the other guy, listen, man, calm down, man. So all of us here, take a break. Then you start talking to you, and you're going to open up to that man. It's even better when they use a woman to play that role.
Yeah.
Because you naturally are looking for that help or that person. You don't want to be on the defense all the time. You want to let your defenses down. Then you confess. Then they both come write you up, throw your ass in jail, and the two of them are going to go have a drink together. Yeah, well played. You did it right.
Yeah, red cold, blue cold.
It's the same shit, man. Both of those cops want to put you in jail, but one of them is playing the good guy, and the other one's playing the bad guy.
These are Esau's war tactics, man. The wage war on the people.
And they say that whole you know, reactions and all that is based upon psychology based upon what?
But the word psyche means soul.
Yeah.
They're manipulating the people, and this is what Esau does. This is what Esau does, man. But we can't be fooled by that, because we know there ain't no good Edomite, bad Edomite. We're not playing that game. There's only bad Edomites, so we already know off the bat.
There's only the enemy.
There's only the enemy.
That's it.
So you could come and try to give man this for free and smile up in my face and say, oh, you know, you shouldn't use the word nigger. We don't like that word over here. I don't give a fuck whether you use the word or not. That doesn't change whether you're an enemy. Yeah.
The scripture says none that do good as well. There's none that do good. So all you Edomites.
But Jake is looking. It's the same thing. You're looking for a way out. Instead of looking for the love of the Lord, that's not enough for you. Instead of looking at the love of Yahweh Shai, that's not enough for you. Instead of looking for the love from your brother, that's not enough. You want your enemy to love you. So you, Jake, are always looking for that Edomite.
And that's why you kill your ways, man.
You're looking for them allies. Them allies. That's why you love when an Edomite say that he's on your side. You run to him and listen to him.
Crazy,
So they're looking for the ally.
They're calling him the black president.
They're going from one ally to another ally.
Because he supposedly got struck like Jake, and he's been convicted like Jake. Now he's the first black president, you know?
Yeah, but they said Obama was the first black president and Trump is the first nigger. This guy. But Jacob, go ahead.
Lead me and deliver me from the hand of the strange children, whose mouth speaks vanity, and their light hand is the light hand of falsehood.
Falsehood. Esau's all about these stage. He's perfected the art of stage defense, psychological operations. And so, look, man, who's more invested in celebrityism and controversy than Jake? Like all these rap beefs, 95% of these rap beefs are orchestrated events. They're orchestrated events because they want to keep you invested in that low vibration. Whether it's the female on female or male on male, it's all the same. Cardi B has to beef this one. This person is beefing this one. It's all orchestrated. The leaked sex tapes. It already came out that Kim Kardashian, the mother, reviewed the sex tape and chose which one. Yeah, 3 of them, which one to release. They're all doing it. Releasing, yeah, it's all part of it. To degrade the minds of the people. To get you invested in foolishness.
Well, it's so great, didn't it?
Like most hip hop is like you will find that in another culture. Like you will find that in Elam or
That's just based upon Jake. Straight up, any stupid funny shit that
Nothing,
Jake
and there'll be nothing positive on there.
nothing positive.
There'll be like 1% of it would be someone doing something positive. It's all the most toxic things that you can see.
Yeah.
So
Videos.
you won't see nothing else.
when the UK Grand Baby came out, when it first came out, they had the exact same thing, and both of those were mad profitable because Jake is like to basically like people would pay money to advertise their shit on there because they know like it's gonna have negative traffic going to that website.
Go on, bro.
But the,
Yeah, the right hand is the right hand of falsehood. They're liars, man. Just like with this assassin thing. Now everyone's arguing about what the size of the bullet was, how many shooters there were. Instead of just seeing the truth of the matter is, The whole thing was staged. Trump knew that he wasn't in any danger. The nigga said, wait. And he specifically raised his fist to manipulate, what's it called? It brings back the whole Jesse, was it Jesse Owens, the Black Panthers, which by the way, the Black Panthers was also a staged event. Agents, COINTELPRO. So he knew to throw up the fist to fight, and he said fight because they want the people to be emotionally invested for the chaos that's gonna come. Yeah, but ain't nobody getting licked at. What you think he ain't in the military, man. Man got bullets flying, and you're gonna stop in the middle of that. And then if it even is true, which is not, like we were saying earlier, you will put in other the people that are paid to put their life on the line to protect you. You just put their lives at risk. They got families.
No one else ducked as well. No one else. Photographer was all there. No one ducked.
They knew he weren't in danger because they never bust no shot at him. They bust a shot at the guy they wanted to kill, which is the firefighter. If they bust him because they had to be a sacrifice. There had to be real blood spilled.
Unbelievable. Because one of the things as well that they said pretty early on is because he apparently even asked for a shoe, and they were saying just the Secret Service has strict protocols. And that moment they get him out. There's no time for anything. It's like that happened. You get him. They took him out.
Forget the Secret Service. Yeah. So man start busting shot, and your shoe fall off. Are you just gonna stop to pick up your shoe? Man, I'm running barefoot like Fred Flintstone out here, brother. You mad? Like, man ain't stopping for no shoe. Bit of rifle shot going off. You ain't even gonna be in the Secret Service to know that.
Yeah, even if it's fine for the things, even all your positions in the place and get out.
And another angle that they've been able to come at with this whole thing is the fact that they had like women's Secret Service. So it's now they're like also anti-DEI.
And it's hurtful, and so that it brings the whole incompetence thing in there. When there was no incompetence, because there was no shooting. It was all a staged event that they've been preparing for to bring that false Messiah. They always like to make there's only one real Messiah. That's Yahweh Shai, and his persecution weren't fake. That was real.
They made sure they got witnesses. Oh, I saw the shooter on the roof. If you're a real shooter, you're not trying to be seen.
Right? You don't understand what the roof.
But the deep state, they were trying to kill. They ain't got no. They don't. It's not that they don't have trained actual snipers that could take a bull's testicle off from a mile away. The deep state is so incompetent. They pick some random crackhead, Down syndrome looking youth to take the shot.
And supposedly he was in that Black Rock advert.
You got Black Rock. Man, but all of the alt-right, they're gonna be there gatekeeping and keeping the people in a state of confusion. And you can see, you're like, right, none of these people are thinking about what they've just seen. They just emotionally invested in a narrative one way or another, and they're just going at it on Twitter on each other all day. Instead of just seeing the truth, you're being played, you're being manipulated. It's all false. Trump ain't on your side, and neither is Biden. Them man all work for Satan.
They're gonna come to find that out.
And that's what they're gonna find out, that you don't have no savior. America don't have a savior.
That's right.
America wasn't even set up with you in mind anyway. The elites set America up for their own purpose, not for you. It wasn't for the average man. They don't give a damn about you. You didn't know that. And the elites ultimately set America up to be an example of the destruction. This is the Most High set it up for. Yeah. It was never for you everyday people to achieve some kind of dream. You out your mind. Again, goes back to the scriptures. And shall go into perdition. That's where America's going if you understood the scriptures. But you invested in saving America, and you think these Hulk Hogan and them men are gonna do it. Finish this. You're looking for Homelander. They already showed you that Homelander's a fraud.
That our sons may be as plants grown up in their youth.
You want to, in order for us to, you can't grow in this society because the society is all about destroying your mind and destroying your body from the moment that you're a child. You're from the children's programs
to the food that they have to eat. Like everything is designed to basically destroy you from the time you're a youth. And the main thing they do is put you on the spells from the time you're young. Spells and witchcraft and deceit. Sexualization, all this madness, man. So your son struggling to raise children in this society, man. Because the system is literally on from every angle just trying to get at their soul. That's the truth. McDonald's is for the children.
So happy. I was say it's like that trope of the dumb male smart woman. Like when you watch a lot of children's program, that trope is there all the time.
Rebellious against their parents. And then once they get old enough, the trope becomes the whore woman. And then all you got to do is look at the conveyor belt of the Disney kids. And now they updated it because before they just became whores. Now they're lesbians and transgenders and no one ain't even thinking of like, hold on, how come all these celebrity kids is trans? Like the celebrity, how come like 90% of these celebrities' children are fucking trans or gay or some shit? Like that's because they're abusing those children. Those children are products of ritualistic witchcraft, man. Can't you see it? The rebus, because most people don't know that the creation of the hermaphrodite is actually witchcraft. That is the grand, what they call it, the grand. Someone look up the rebus. Someone look up Baphomet, but it's the same. I'm glad you said that because you got Baphomet. What's Baphomet got in this area here? The medical side. Who's creating these things? The medical industry, the so-called medical. It's all connected. You got the rebus
on Wikipedia or anything.
Yeah. Just get straight. Yeah, on Wikipedia and just break down what the rebus is.
Yeah. So it says the rebus from the Latin raspina, meaning dual or double matter.
That's what these trans kids, so-called trans kids, are. It's the creation of the rebus, which is witchcraft. Well,
yeah.
You know?
It says is the end product of the alchemical magnus opus or great work.
The great work. Yeah.
Yeah. And, from an alchemic being alchemy.
So there's different levels to it. Cross-dressing is the lower level, but they've brought it to the highest level, where they're actually surgically and using potions, manipulating people where they have both male and feminine. Hormone blockers. That's the creation of the rebus, which, like you said, goes back to Baphomet, because Baphomet is a rebus. Because when you go into what Baphomet is, it's actually a representation of a lot of different occult symbolisms in one depiction. That's why you got as above, so below. So the hands are like this. You know what I mean? Yeah, the caduceus, the Statue of Liberty. The Statue of Liberty is a hermaphrodite. It's a man in a dress. Yeah, it's all witchcraft, man, and they're pushing that on the people. So yeah, go on.
After one has gone through the stages of putrefaction, and putrefaction is the 5th stage of death. So yeah, it says crap. I'll get it back. It says after one has gone through the stages of putrefaction and purification, separating opposing qualities, those qualities are united once more in what is sometimes described as the divine hermaphrodite.
The divine hermaphrodite. And that's what they're pushing out there into the spirit of the divine hermaphrodite. Because these people are occultists and crazy philosophy.
Crazy. Yeah.
But the average person, they're just there thinking, oh, trans and that. They don't understand the witchcraft that's behind it all. They don't understand there's a whole massive, even homosexuality itself, there's an occultic a side to it. Just like there's an occultic side to pedophilia. All you got to do is go back and you see Aleister Crowley, he spoke about that, sex magic. That's why Ciara, and she's a freak, she had that song with Justin Timberlake called what? Love and Sexy Magic. Love and Sex Magic. And then so you can use sex magic to create talismans, for what purpose? What is the purpose of witchcraft? To establish your own will. People don't do witchcraft for no reason. So say like you want to achieve something, you perform the witchcraft to achieve it. Or you create a talisman. That's why that man have the guard ring. The Obeah man will give you the guard ring so that you can't get shot and all that.
Even that word abracadabra. Establish your own will.
Yeah.
Magic word.
Yeah. Abracadabra is actually like goes back to the Hebrew.
Yep.
The way it's said in that word it out, it's like an ancient Paleo word. But it's used for witchcraft.
Of course. So it's like that's why they got all these talismans, a lot of the jewelry they wear. They've done rituals to empower those different items. That's why when you see these even these paintings, oh yeah, why is that painting selling for like 15 million? Well, if you go back to what's her name, Madame Blavatsky, yeah, you go back to which Tupac. That's how this thing goes deep. Type in Tupac's reading list. They got a list of the books. Someone could do that now, because everyone loved Tupac. Oh, Tupac, he's the Black Messiah. He was a rebel against the system. No, he wasn't. Tupac was promoting thuggism and all that kind of stuff. He was double-minded, actually. On one hand, he wanted to be conscious, but on the other hand, he was dark. Yeah, ballerina, because he's an actor. He was an actor. He was playing a role. The Black Messiah. Yeah, that's why they even call him the Black Christ, right? It was a programming, right? East versus West. You know,
that was the big.
he was all.
But even like in a circle, like say, you didn't know what day when Tupac was turning up, you didn't know
What Tupac you got me?
You get the rebel one
Duality.
day. Yeah, you get the rebel one day, you get the protagonist, then you get the thug, then you get all of a sudden the holy guy.
Yep.
No, you didn't know what
That's
Tupac you were gonna get.
in witchcraft. That's called
program.
duality. Just like the duality, the male and the female. This hyper masculine, and then he had the feminine. You got Tupac's reading list. If you read, I'm sure you'll find one of Madame Blavatsky's books on there, and Alice Bailey's books on there. Which Alice Bailey is the prophetess of the New World. She's the woman that's written the most books out of any woman. She's a witch. In fact, I believe she was the protege of Madame Blavatsky, another high-level witch. Is one of the books should be Madame Blavatsky's book. Nah, don't put it. I don't. There should be one that just lists them.
One of his favorite books was Machiavelli.
Yeah, Machiavelli.
This is Tupac's Shakur's reading list. The Art of War by Sun Tzu. It says the Prince by Machiavelli. Then in the Art of that's some bullshit.
And one of them is Manly P. Hall as well, who was one of the leaders of Freemasonry. If I could see it, then you could just. Does it have a list where it just shows you who written?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah, no,
Like 1984.
season 6 and 12. That's a lot of it.
Ain't they got one that's just got a list that's not like this?
Yeah, most of them blown up.
Yeah, go on.
Isaiah 47. Now from the top, says, "Come down and sit in the dust," which represents confusion. Yeah. O daughter of Babylon. That's the state America's going to be in. Very soon, America's going to be compiled with nothing but dust, like nuclear destruction. Man.
This guy, look,
America's just decaying.
that's a top level Mason right there. The phenomenon of man.
By way the ICBM missile.
And I know there was a man.
O daughter of Babylon, sit on the ground.
Alice
There
Bailey.
is no throne. O daughter of the Chaldeans. So Esau's losing his grip on the world. That mysticism of witchcraft, his power of manipulation. Because it tells you in Revelations 20, man, that after the 1,000 years was up, he'll be loosed for a short season to deceive the nations again. And that's Esau's power.
And say this, they're into all that witchcraft from the ancient world. Because like I said, when you go back to Madame Blavatsky, that's one of the things that she was doing. She was going to all the different dark arts all over the world and bringing it back together into one thing. Why do you think them elites here were going around digging up all these graves all over the world? They show you that in I hate references films. The man's thing. That's one of the psyops. They put it in the film, so when you reference it in a film, they go, "Oh, it's fucking film." Bro, the relics are talismans, like the crystal skulls.
Yeah.
You know, and all the different things. There actually is real crystal skulls. where that man was sacrificing baby after baby and putting power into these things.
Yeah.
There's a reason they're doing that.
You can take that from the Amazon tribes there. They was into that, you know.
Yeah.
Aztecs and all that.
They worship all them ancient idols. That's why they named NASA after Apollo and all these different things. They deal with Nike, the goddess of victory. They deal with these different idols, man, the witchcraft. Go on, have you got? Yeah, so in one of the lists, you got Tashardine. He was another top Mason. You got Alice Bailey. All of this was on Tupac was a Mason, man. He was reading all these books, man.
Yeah, he's a low
And he weren't reading them just to get knowledge. No, because he was one of them. Because that's why you can see all the symbologies in his music. Yeah.
These black Brunei families and shit, man.
You know, you're gonna come to find out all these guys have been British, man.
Kanye, Jay-Z. What? What was that? Abramovich? What's his name? Yeah, man. And he had to do as thou will, because they show you in plain sight what they are, man. The Queen Bee and all that. Sasha Fierce. They're all witches and warlocks, man.
Brought up, I forget exactly how it goes. But in the elite, they say you don't have to hide the big lies because they're really the people that basically the idols.
Yeah, so you had Madame Blavatsky. When you read about her, she came to New York, and who was she hanging around with? She was hanging around with all the top artists, musicians, not Jay-Z, this is before her time. She was before then. All the top artists, and then the modern art came from her. Because the reason you're looking at this modern art and be like, what the hell is it? Is because the modern art is supposed to be representation of occultic symbolism. That's why to the average person, they don't understand. A lot of those paintings have blood mixed in, sacrificial blood mixed into those paintings and all that kind of stuff. That's why they have a value that you don't understand. You're like, right, how is this painting like flipping 10 million? Nah, because who do you think's buying these paintings? They're for ritualistic purposes.
Those I don't even know.
And then a lot of these paintings, if you see them, there are dead babies in them, and flipping fetuses and
that's it as well. Like the guy that Jay-Z's image and stuff on, like he painted a picture called Untitled. I got the image of it. It's basically a picture of a warlock, and he's selling. You've got a picture of selling, and they're selling for 57.3 million, which is literally a picture of like the fictionary Satan with the horns.
They all do it. Look at the latest picture with King Charles.
that thing's probably got period blood in it. Yeah, it's probably got period blood in it. Look at them. Come on. See, you might look at that. Hidden in there is probably all kind of different messages. It's probably got period blood in the paint. Flipping, what's it called? Cum. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, rainbow things.
All
But
kind
look at
of
the latest King Charles picture.
Yeah.
When you put it side to side, it's a
yeah.
picture of Baphomet. So we're not ignorant of Satan's devices, man. We're not ignorant, man. Like these devils do that for seances and all that, man. They chant the people. Are you gonna have a big painting of red and King Charles on it? No, it's straight up Satanism, man.
Yeah, 100%. It's hidden in plain sight, man, and it's coming out more and more because they do a lot more programs like Sabrina, where they start bringing out all the symbologies and all that supernatural.
Yeah, go on. From Isaiah 47, verse 8 says, "Therefore hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures that dwellest carelessly, that says in thy heart, I am, and none else beside me."
That's America. That's the mindset that they've pumped into the minds of the people of America. That America's the greatest country in the world, and they really believe it could never go down. They think America is the satanic kingdom of heaven.
So if I can add as well, because I was thinking about when the Queen died, and they basically was having like Biden throughout for being driven around the city, and I was thinking about that image of the beast because of the car. Then you've got like several cars in front, several cars behind, basically giving off that image and that energy that whoever's here is super important. Nothing can happen to this, that, and the other. The guards were opening the door for every other president or dignitary, but as soon as it was Biden's car, they basically mugged him up, said, "Nah, you don't touch this car," and then they do the whole look round or whatever. It's all, like I said, an act, a show to the world to be like, this guy is super important.
People buy into it, man.
But they say
Because he's really a priest. The president is really a high-level priest. He's the figurehead. He represents that high-level priest, but he's not the one that's really running the show.
As I say, because they say that the American president is the most powerful man on the planet. So they got to treat him as such.
Yeah.
You know, even though he's not, even though he's just a puppet. These corporations, the elites that run these corporations, they're really the ones running this shit.
But they got these people invested in these cults of personality, and they've perfected it, man. You got people praying to Trump, crazy. They think this guy loves them. People was they were in the crowd in them because them conventions are all witchcraft and spells, and they're in the crowd crying. It's like, yo, this guy don't care about you.
Because he came out.
You think this guy loves him?
Because he came out to many men. I think that he won with the people.
Yeah, you got it.
So it says in my heart, I am, and none else beside me. I should not sit as a widow. You shall know the loss of children. But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day. The loss of children and widowhood, they should come upon thee in perfection.
And this is what we understand. That's why, again, all these people are being dragged into this psyop, seeking what? Salvation in America. Salvation from them, like they want to be a part or want a piece, that they want to be invested in America. That's why they're so they're so emotionally charged into it, because they believe in America. What is the slogan of the great Satan? Make America great again. And then did you know that now the Dems are starting to say that on the other side? They started invoking that chant, make America great again. So you doing everything this idea of patriotism, which is madness, because how can you're a Christian but you're a patriot. So which one, who you following? You following America, or you supposed to be following the Most High and the Son? It's all confusion. Good.
Isaiah 31:1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, and to stay on horses, trust in chariots because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord.
Yeah, the so-called black man in America is looking for salvation, and they're looking at these damn politicians and these celebrities to save them. But if you knew the scriptures, you would know, first of all, America cannot be saved and will not be saved. It's condemned. You'd also know that there is no Messiah for America. There's only a Messiah for the nation of Israel, right? So you'd know not to invest yourself in these people. But because you don't understand these things in the scriptures, that's why you're going to be caught in the snare. That cheese ain't good for you, but you're trying to get to the cheese. You're going to get trapped. Because these people are going to chip you. Their plan is to put this. The most insane thing is, this whole thing is about killing most of you, and the rest of you that's left, put you in the most hardcore bondage there's ever been invented in history, where they literally control everything about you down to your brain. They want to be able to control your brain activity. Yeah. And you're running to that. Yeah, Trump's down with that. Biden is down. They're all down with that cause. The MOTB, to enslave you.
And again, they used to like, they even go through that in the boys right now, man. You know?
Yeah.
But they were in on enslaving Americans, man. You know? So they're showing you in these programs, and not to be like, you know, like, don't like to quote them like that, but they're showing you the these ways reveal their hands.
But then check the style. There's Starlight and them man trying to stop Starlight. In real life, Starlight and them will be part of it. This is, you see what I'm saying? In real life, the Starlights and the Hueys and all them man would be part of it. Controlled opposition. Yeah, that Vance guy, you look at, apparently he was a homo when he was younger, all kind of crazy stuff. He's a complete baller villain homo. Like, yeah, and they're all down with the cause, because he was the VAC president, the VAX president, and now he's trying to backtrack. Bro, you were down with the New World Order and you're still down. So we don't know which one it's gonna be, but remember, everything they do is leading towards that end. Yeah. Gotta know the scriptures, man. Then you don't get caught out there, man. Dusty Negroes out there talking about the Democratic Party has never been for Negroes. They've been fooling us. So we got to be with the Republicans now. You moron.
Seek
But
ye
that
the
just
Lord,
shows you
man.
the herd mentality. How did the sheep are easily led by these false shepherds, man.
Seek ye the Lord, man. What you doing? I'm getting messed up in these man foolish politics. Go on, now.
Revelation 13:11. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and spake as a dragon.
That's this man. The two horns represents that two-party system. The duality, man. And they're playing them off against each other. And you see these man are just Judas goating their way into destruction, man, and enslavement.
He put them red states and blue states.
And none of it makes sense because, okay, let's look at the UK political scene. If Labour was so great, yeah, for the average man, then how did they come out of power? And if the Tories were so great, how did they come out of power? It don't make it make sense. The Labour was in power for like what, 14 years or something like that. How did they get voted out if they were for the people?
Yeah, because the conservatives chose you for the rich, but the majority of the people.
So how does the power keep changing hands from one party to another? Rich. And then the agenda just keeps carrying on. But because men are so invested in this game, they can't see. Like, hold on, like this is a fucking trick.
Oh, you can't complain. I never voted. Fuck with that vote.
Voting for what? The machines are rigged. Listen, they can have whatever outcome they want out of that because guess what? They control the machines that are counting the votes. So if they want Trump to win in November, he will win. If they want Biden to win, he will win. It's just a matter of how they portray the event to manipulate your feelings about it. So for instance, right now, Trump should win, right? But they could easily make it where Biden wins. Now, if Biden wins, or whoever, because they're saying that Biden might switch in another puppet. If Trump don't win now, you know what the narrative's going to already be. They stole the election. And then these men are going to start losing their minds.
Proud Boys.
Which would be all part of the psyop. Now, if Trump wins, then you got the other narrative side that are going to be butthurt. And they probably going to start spinning the same narrative. Either way, it's a recipe for chaos because both sides can't think straight. They're on the spell.
Yeah, this paper brothers out for some like get out your emotions.
Yeah.
See that. So I think she said see that something ain't right.
Yeah, but she's pushing the same whole thing about.
She's
She's saying she's not saying that Trump is in on anything.
yeah.
She's pushing it again because Candace, she'll say a lot of because she's allowed to say a lot of things against the JOO and not get wiped out. Why? Because she's there to play that gatekeeper role. She's a gatekeeper because she ain't going all the way with it and saying, "Oh look, these men are all working for the same team." But she should know that because guess what? She was part of the alt-right, and what did they do to her? But she ain't saying the alt-right is all COINTELPRO because that was all part of the plan. It's all part of the confusion.
Psalms 55th chapter verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, while war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords.
They're getting ready, Revelations 12 and 12, to bring mass chaos and destruction on the. Meanwhile, they're telling you they're preparing salvation and to make things better. No, they're not. They're gonna make things worse. They're gonna pile on the emotion, pile on the psyops, to bring the people to a point where they can manipulate them, where they could just start killing people and man will be celebrating. You had man saying, "Yeah, Trump should have got murdered." In a civilized country, I thought, well, hold on, wait, I thought, where's vocab? Because I thought it was love thy neighbor and all this business. I thought it was all about love thy neighbor. I thought they were a civilized people. In a civilized place that has democracy, you're not supposed to want a political opponent to be assassinated. But that's how far gone the place is. But Rome, it's Rome. Rome is the mob, and the mob is dumb and drunk and just want some bread, and they're just doing anything.
You had to eat my chick in the car screaming.
Yeah, and you mess. Yeah. Because they've been told that Trump is Satan. Imagine, to one side, this is how crazy it is. The same man. On one side, the media has managed to portray him as Satan incarnate. And then if you actually ask people, what has Trump done why you actually think he's a super racist? They will struggle. Because realistically, even if you look at the border, Obama was deporting people, and like he didn't really do. He was just doing the same things. Why did you think that Trump was so? If you actually look at, okay, give me a list of things that Trump has actually done. Why you feel the way you feel? It's irrational. He's not. I don't separate. He's a character, but it's not like he was running around kicking babies and. What did he do? But they think he's Satan. Okay, and then the other side thinks he's the Messiah. The two things don't even match. They're all, it's like, it's all a fabrication of the media. One media is constantly going to say he's this, he's that, and if he gets into power, he's going to destroy America. He was in power for 4 years already. It's a bit mad, isn't it? Like, hell. Oh yeah. It's the whole thing. Is that it's the media putting people on the spells and whipping them up into hysteria.
Back in Isaiah 47 verse 9 says, but these two things shall come in the moment in one day, the loss of children and widowhood. They shall come upon thee in their perfection for the multitude of thy sorceries and for the great abundance of thy enchantments.
The multitude of thy sorceries, man. You go to the Capitol building, they have what's known as the apotheosis of George Washington, in which they depict George Washington as a god in heaven. And he's sitting there, I do believe, I'll have to double check it, but I'm sure he's doing the as above, so below. But no, that might be the other one. They got a statue where he's doing the as above, so below. And then they have all a bunch of Roman and Greek gods surrounding them that represent different areas of the American society that gods are blessing. This is in the Capitol building. Oh, it's a statue that they got as above, so below. George Washington statue. So they verified this man as Satan. Everything America has done, down to the obelisk that they placed, what they call it, the Washington Monument, the so-called White House, which is really should have been called the Black House, because it's death, but they call it the White House. It's duality, right? Everything they do is based around witchcraft. Everything they do. The layout of DC, and not just DC, many of the other cities. All these cities have their covens, their Freemason covens, their witchcrafts, their what they call it, sexual, satanic sexual ritual abuse is rife in America. It's rife among the celebrities. Most of these celebrities, their children are subjected to sexual satanic abuse.
Where did they have to go? California.
California or Hollywood.
They even got videos of guys, old age pensioners, like OAPs, that get caught trying to look around. More like you got the crime bus.
Yeah.
Busters. They went to California to go see those. Come to find out that one of the videos they found was one of the topics. And he was like soliciting a little 15-year-old.
Now, the elite ones, they can order it like Uber. Yeah. They don't go and look out on the street for man. That's why they never get caught. The FBI and the CIA supply that. Yeah. They got the proper plug. They don't have to. That's why they never get caught, because they're being supplied by the people who are supposed to be there to catch them. That's why you had the Finders Cult and how the CIA was all in on that. That's all part of the witchcraft and the sorceries that these people are committing.
But verse 10, for thou hast trusted in thy wickedness. Thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge ye have perverted.
They don't believe the average, which they don't. The average person doesn't understand what they see on a daily basis. They don't understand. They don't know when someone's putting a spell on them. They don't know when it's because they've not been taught that. For the longest while, they've been taught that that's hocus pocus and it doesn't exist. You're meant to follow the science. Now you're finding out the scientists are the biggest witches and warlocks. Yeah. Then you find out that do the research, the Lunar Society, which were Erasmus, Darwin, They were Masons. That's when you start finding out, you do the research that a lot of these top scientists that you praise, like Einstein was a Kabbalist. You start finding out that these guys were occultists. But they're telling you, oh, forget about spirituality, that's not real, trust the science. Yeah, but evolution is a satanic doctrine from ancient Babylon. It's not science. So they got the people all messed up, man. The Christians ain't got no damn clue. That's why both have Malone and that they hate us. Oh, you Hebrew, oh, you celebrate Christmas. Like, let's start there. Let's start there. Come on. Like, why are you even trying to critique us? And the worst thing about Christmas is they don't even hide what Christmas is now. It's like, remember when Cell was going through the levels and he went to Perfect Cell? Christmas is gone so, it's gotten to the point now where it's Xmas now. Yeah. They've revealed what Christmas actually is now. It's just a time where you can get cheap alcohol, go to the work Christmas party, and try and give a back shot to a supervisor or female one of it, you know, obviously, because we don't play them other games. You might want to back shot one of the supervisors or one of the colleagues, you know how it is, give her a quick. That's how it goes. That's what Christmas is about. Christmas party, the biggest clubs. It's just like Halloween. Halloween is embraced just as much as Christmas is embraced, but they're both really just as dark. Christmas is about selling products. Yeah.
One's meant to be about the side, one's just complete wicked.
But they're both the same. And then every satanic company there is, yeah, it's Christmas is coming. Make sure you come and buy these products. Christmas is about fun.
Make sure you got time off work so you can go do it.
Consumerism. You know what I'm saying? It's not about spirituality. It's not about being a good person or doing moral things. It's LGBT at Christmas now. so you know, it's revealed what it truly is. This society more and more is revealing to you that was all a sham, and really this is just all about Satan and evil and killing babies. That's what we're about now. In your face. And we were talking about it earlier. The heroes in the movies are all gone. It's just villains now. They turn all the villains into the good guys, and all the good guys are villains now. And just in your face. Now, who's fighting Satan in most of the films? A witch or a warlock. It used to be a priest. Now the priest, fuck that, he's too weak. We need to get a witch. And he's gonna fight evil with evil. Yeah. All the fucking people you're meant to get behind with the film is a witch themselves. Like, how does that work? They're just showing you what it is. The multitude of sorceries, man.
Thy wisdom and thy knowledge have perverted thee, and thou hast said in thy heart, I am, and none else beside me.
Now, this is going into your elites. They have a lot of wisdom and knowledge in the dark arts. They know, they've studied the people, they studied the human psychology, they know how to manipulate. Especially social media has given the ability to access your brain and your soul 24/7. And them algorithms are just pumping satanic material into your brain on a way that they couldn't do before. You might as well remember back in the day they showed a movie, yeah, where they wanna mind control someone, so they strap them to a chair and open their eyes here and just beam shit into the. But that's basically what we're doing now. Man are literally glued to their phones, and the algorithm is feeding them short clips. Remember when you used to watch, when they used to show you the mind control, right? The mind control was bunch of rapid explosions. Remember Street Fighter when they were doing Blanca? There's explosions and it was like, so what? Short, quick, no context. Sex, cheating, fight, shooting, gay.
You know, behind the scenes, like first rate and stuff like that. Yeah. There's more frames, getting more frames in your head.
And it's messing you up, and they're getting you from a child now. Yeah. That's
So
why
the first thing a child wants is an iPad.
Stronger, like,
The first thing a child wants for his birthday, whatever, is an iPad. Don't even want a toy anymore.
And then now they're getting to the point where they don't even want to go to the visual witchcraft. They want to plug straight into your brain through Elon Musk. But no, he's the Messiah. He's the good guy. He, the system don't like him. Even though they funded all these fucking companies and they're the reason he's a billionaire. It's all government funded.
Out of nowhere.
But the system don't like him.
Yeah, people like because he's got space there. He has to have Department of Defense clearance, but he's against the system.
Oh no, yeah. Of course, because that's what this is. Listen, when you're against the system, you on paper become the richest man in the world because the system would just be down with that. It's not that they wouldn't just destroy you and replace you with someone else. No. They'll try and destroy you. This is a joke. This is a joke, man. And remember, Alex Jones, you had the three false prophets together on a Twitter space. It was Alex Jones, Andrew Tate, and Elon Musk together. They're all agents. We gotta use the thing is, this technology is gonna exit Alex. You know, he's been sucking so much. He's been snorting so much.
Elon's asked, man. He's telling them, yeah, look, you're gonna take us to the next level and all that. But he's the one that's introduced the mark of the beast.
I thought Top G was against the Matrix. That is the fucking Matrix. It's literally trying to plug into your fucking brain.
He was telling man, yeah, you're gonna take us to the next level. You're a great guy, and all that. He was kicking his ass, bro.
The globalists. Alex, the globalists.
Yeah.
The deep state, the globalists, you know, this technology is gonna exist, and we gotta have our people there to make sure it's used for good.
Right in the right hand.
America. In the right hands. We gotta stop the globalists. Fucking demon, man. And all three of them are backing who? That's why I call them the three wise men.
Yeah,
They're the three wise men coming before the Messiah. Yeah, Trump. You're our President Trump. And if you know, it's one thing I like to say. Why am I calling him President Trump? He's not even the president. I'm like, don't you mean the former president? They keep mentioning him as President Trump. It's all a psyop, man.
President-elect. Last night, they were saying, oh, he tried to kill my nigga Trump. Calling him a nigga. He tried to kill my nigga Trump.
Which it's not really the black vote they want. It's the black mind. Because the votes don't matter. They'll have what votes they need to put ever because it's all on the computer. 100,000 votes.
Landslide.
Yeah, landslide, right? Doesn't matter.
And then they become the greatest, greatest landslide victory ever in America ever.
And they'll just say he got the black vote. What they really want is the mind. They want Jake to be fighting with each other. So you're a Republican, but I'm a Democrat. So we're fighting against each other. You're a coon. No, you're a coon. No, you're a coon. No, you're both coons. That's how.
Like 100,000 votes, are you gonna go to 100,000 men and like independently verify those results and stuff?
Which is family. The most.
The question is, I have no business about with my wife's business, not my business. But
You can't get certain jobs if your family members are linked in certain things. Conflict of interest. But then also you become a I forget I forget the word they use, but it's like you conflict of interest. But there's also one where it's like your national security. Yeah, of course. Because it's like your wife, like for instance, your wife is Russian, like what Russian parliament, like you can't go and work.
Yeah, but that just shows that just shows you it's bullshit. There is no national. It's just whatever the elites want, man. And the rest of it's just theater.
This is the book of Isaiah, the 30th chapter, verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me.
Right, we've been here for years telling you these sorts of devils. If you would have been listening to us, you wouldn't be so emotionally invested, and you're about to be destroyed and chipped. That wouldn't be happening to you. This was the one, because you'd know to trust in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai and his holy son Yahushai, and to hell with Esau and his whole political system. You'd see everything. You see, once you have the light, you see things for what they are. There is not a stumbling block. You just step over that stumbling block. Hey, what's that there? That pit. You just avoid the pit. You guys can't avoid no pits because you're in darkness. You're blind. That's why you're there now. I'm a Democrat. You're blind. And the worst thing about it is, you
got the Christians, they're the ones that are buying into the setup more than anyone. But I thought you had the line. And you don't see vocab mentioning nothing about what's going on. Because as an agent, that's not his theater. So he don't even talk about what's happening. Nothing. He don't talk about it. And that's more detrimental than anything we're doing. Yeah, like he's just there so that they can roll him out when the time comes as an expert on the Hebrewism. And we know how it's gonna be. Listen, everything's staged. They got agents, gatekeepers that they can use as scapegoats to blame us. Man. We know how. Listen, they're gonna lie. Listen, one thing we know about Esau, he's gonna lie. He's gonna lie, man. He's gonna make up some shit. Oh, okay, look, the Hebrews that did this. Well, we know what the game is gonna be. Yeah, he's a liar, man. He's gonna fabricate some shit, some guy you ain't never heard of. You know what I mean? Like, who do you think? Roll them up out of nowhere. Yeah, that's why the whole affiliate thing in the spirit, we're getting ahead of that. We're getting ahead of that, so we have to be blameless. That's the whole point, and we're gonna be blameless. Esau is gonna have to lie. He's gonna have to lie, deep fake and all this shit. Oh,
Well, continuing, because even in our last time, there was collaborate. Yeah,
But that's the thing, every time something comes out, the story never makes sense anyway. Never fit.
never makes sense, and then there will be all kind of mad, crazy conspiracy theories out of nowhere, except for the real conspiracy, and it just becomes a mad confusion. People arguing, having fights.
That's how I used to want it. You want everyone at their each other's neck.
That's the
While he's in the
that's
back,
confusion.
being the Wizard of Oz, controlling everyone like a cup of tea. But he's being controlled as well by the Heavenly Father. So it's like levels. Like he's even on the first level.
Excellent.
That take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin.
Yeah, because if you're following after these parties, right, they all represent corruption, man. Like this whole thing. They came out with this whole thing that Trump was against LGBT. That's a lie, because every American president has a mandate towards LGBT. That's a fact. What they did was they made it appear as if he was accused of being anti-LGBT by the left, but in reality he wasn't. He wasn't, because what did he do in the 4 years he was presidency that was against LGBT? Nothing, because he's not against it. He just had to appear as if he was against it. It's all just the smoke and mirrors, man. Just a lot of talk. He ain't against that. The whole thing about them banning abortion, they never banned abortion. What they said, they repealed Roe versus Wade and they sent it back to the states. So each individual state can make their own laws according to what abortion is. So BS. This is so smoke and mirrors, man. Theatricality, man. But if you follow these people, you're gonna be committing idolatry. You're gonna be committing sin and wickedness, man. And that's a fact. And that's all the Jake that want to be Republican, all the Jake that want to be Democrat, and all these different things. It's wicked as hell, man. Naturally. So now you with Amber Rose now. The scriptures speak about the sit not in the what's that? Psalms. It's Psalms 1. Psalms 1. Listen, anything that Amber Rose is a part of, I don't want to be a part of. She's a Satanist, man. Walking all this. Oh, I've woken up to the fact that whatever, man. They just gave you a script for you to go out there. She wrote that speech. You think she sat there and
Yeah, they even got Dana White coming through.
Dana White?
No, man.
Bro, if they told them, they'd be at the other convention with a speech that they wrote for them, playing that side of the camera.
Give them a little check to come out.
They did during the pandemic.
Even Hulk Hogan, a known racist, all of a sudden, like, so think of it. Why would you put Hulk Hogan up there when he's a known racist? They're just fucking with you.
America become a laughing stock. Russia's looking at, China's looking at this. They're just seeing that America's just falling, man. Weak as all hell. Might as well put Kamala in there, man. Speed up the process of the construction, man. As soon as Kamala gets there, you already know what else will bring. Right? So look at America, stocks gonna crash. Everything's gonna go another cyber attack.
That's the funny thing. Regardless of what happens, that's exactly what's going to happen anyway. You know, that's what the funny thing is, man. People think there's a way out. There's no way out for America.
Take a book, fucking Herman. It's not gonna change what's the overall agenda. Go on,
Exodus 23 and 2. Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil.
yeah, man, the Lord has condemned America. America stands for everything that is evil and unrighteous and ungodly. Point blank period. Is a symbol of hypocrisy and corruption and witchcraft for all ages, man. Spiritual Sodom and Egypt. It's a place of oppression. A place where they worship money. They value money more than righteousness. That's what justifies people in America. How do you justify it in America? Money. As long as you make money, you're justified. Because people worship the bag. They'll put bags in their mouth to get the bag. It's crazy. That's what America is. Everybody knows you got to take one up the back. That's common knowledge, like. Everybody knows you got to have man root up inside your canal, yeah, to get that record deal. And there's still niggas that want to be rappers. So what does that tell you? Nigga, I heard that. I'm like, my career's done, man. I'm just going to rap for fun, man. I ain't trying to get no record. Yeah, like, these niggas is out here really trying to make it. It's like, yo, did you hear what? Did you see what that Diddy shit, blood? You really want to make it? Yeah, man. I'm trying to get out of the hood. Instead of repelling them. Yeah, because all they care about is getting to that bag because they've been hypnotized. And that's another thing. The lifestyle that's been beamed into their eyes 24/7 has seduced them. No, there's never been a time in history where the average person has access to a higher lifestyle than theirs than there is now. That's why these niggas and these women are bummed out. Because you should not be able to look at someone like you literally sitting there and all you're seeing is a nigga there with bare chains, but 50 women, and that's all you're just seeing that. Like, you're meant to just, oh, okay, that nigga over there's got money, let me live my life. No, you're literally just watching another nigga's life and the lifestyle. So that makes you envious. It makes you envious. It makes you what's the word? Covetous. And it's all designed like that. And it was fake as well. It was all fake, but it's designed so that it's in your eye, and that's why these women are crazy and they can never be happy. But they're on it the most, so they're always looking at Kim Kardashian's lifestyle. That's what their role models are. And when that is in your face 24/7, and you look at your life, you can never be happy. It's just like access to the baddies. Bro, you can't be happy with your woman when you're on IG, bro. They don't let your woman catch you. No, it's a reality. Listen, you're supposed to be, okay, you acknowledge, everybody ain't gonna have a baddie, bro. Everybody ain't gonna have a baddie. That's just life. You're not entitled to the baddies. Whatever the Lord bless you with is what he bless you, right? You're an average dude, you're an average woman, and it's all good. Now, there was a time that was cool. Man will be happy with his thing. Now it's like you're sitting there and you're on IG and you're just seeing like booty after, and it's fake half of it. Again, it's enhanced.
You never come in contact with this many.
Yeah, it's bro. You come in contact with about 5,000 women in the course of yeah. You're just there like whoa. And then you look at your woman, it's like, get the fuck out of my face, man. I ain't trying to, you ugly as fuck. And all these women that you're looking at are fake.
Then you're going to get back to your very quick. You ain't looking at it. Check it, man.
It's designed, you're not meant to be like living like that, man. So everyone's just basically just envious and seduced by a way of life that is not even real. You're not meant to be in a place like that. Hold on.
And that's me that would just niggas come on there and talk about like the way that it's first of all.
And that's a deep thing. but this whole idea of knowing everything, you knew there was rich people back in the day, and you might see glimpses of it. But on your everyday life, just saw people that was like you. And if you think about it, that is really how you would be. You would mainly see people that's like you, and you glimpse people that was rich. Like them man are living in Monaco. You wouldn't actually ever go to Monaco and see how they're living.
I can't be there. So,
But they brought in celebrityism, where now you're seeing every aspect of their life, and you're bombarded with it. So your life goes down, and now you just want that life so much you're willing to do anything because you've been fantasizing about it. It's you. That 5-star holiday. I must go on a holiday. Why? Because you've watched Kim Kardashian go on about 10 holidays. Like, you know what I mean? So you're like, oh,
all that Dubai still on.
yeah, well, where did that come from? Where the celebrityism?
Yeah, there's somebody richer behind them that's actually really living a lifestyle. They're just showing you.
And the influencers, a lot of these influencers are agents, like Kyson, that, and
Logan Paul,
and what's it, KSI, and what's another one? What's the other one that the little white boy, Aiden
Ross.
These dudes didn't just come up naturally. These are plants that were planted there. They're the new form of celebrity. That people that you are really just watching them on live stream for hours.
Gaming and all that. Gaming.
Oh, saving
Saving your mind over fucking PS5 and all that. You know? Gaming for hours.
Them niggas game for like 24 hours on live stream, man. Yeah. Sitting down in the chair that's gaming, like what the fuck? And you know what they found out as well? All that gaming shit is leading towards the VR and the brain chip. But it actually isn't increasing. So they're saying, like, I was watching one thing, said the gaming is dying because not only is it taking longer to produce games because of the graphics, that they want to make gaming more hyper realistic. But in order to make it hyper realistic, instead of making a game in like two years and getting it out to you, it's taking 6-7 years. So now, whereas before you could get bigger teams, bigger budgets, and they said the gaming industry was actually more successful when it was just PS4. You had more games, they were better games, but now it's just hyper realism, and then it makes you think, why are they pushing the hyper realism? Because the next stage after that is VR, where the brain and you're actually going to be in a completely fabricated, which you want to get that because they're making it where you're not going to be able to get those things at all. They'll be banned from. You can't travel, you can't do this, you can't do that, but you can go Dubai in your head.
Yeah, that's why that used to have to
So take this ship and you'll be able to live the life you want to live.
That's why they used to have front.
Yeah.
Like die in the game. You know them games.
And that'll meet your carbon footprint because when you're doing it in the VR, you're not going anywhere, man. That's where this thing is.
that's the whole Black Mirror shit, man.
Yeah.
All these Black Mirror episodes, man. That you're living in Hawaii, but it's not really fair screens and shit. Fine or whatever. Can I get this preset? Proverbs chapter 1 verse 10.
Oh, another film, Surrogate, where they're actually living through Avatar. So the Avatar man was actually fat in a chair, but his avatar was a normal. All calm. Yes, like
If my son, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not. If they say, come with us, and let us wait for blood, let us not privily for the innocent without cause. Let us swallow them up alive as the grave, and whole, as those that go down to the pit. We shall find all precious substance, we shall fill our houses with spoil. Cast in thy lot among us, let us all have one purse. My son, walk not thou in the way with them, refrain thy foot from their path. For their feet run to evil and make haste to shed blood. Right? And this is going into rolling with rooms, isn't it? But even on a large scale where you're envious of everybody, trying to give what they got, and you're ready to give everything up, you're being enticed by these people that
they're willing to destroy you. Like this Sexy Red, right? Sexy Red is a proof that him, Ice Spice, they're plants, right? And they're a complete fabrication of the system. There's events where Ice Spice has gone to South Africa and places like that, and nobody ain't there because the psychosis hasn't, algorithms ain't pushed it there, so they're like, yo, what's it? Now you look at Ice Spice. They asked her, where did your name Ice Spice come from? She said, what? My actual name is Isis. She's witchcraft. Ice Spice means Isis. right? And she came out of nowhere. She got flew out by Drake, and Drake followed her. So that co-signer gave her the attention, and then he unfollowed her like fucking 5 days later. You know what I'm saying? Because he's the one that put these man on. They use him, right? She got pushed. Now you got Sexy Red. Sexy Red. No one really rates her. She just had to cancel her concert because people actually have money to pay for music. They ain't paying for her music. But look how dominant she is in the media and the space. Because she's a plant. And they're forcing her on the people, especially on the youth. And she knows that, but she's going to go along with it for the money. And that's why the Bible says the love of money is the root of all evil. A lot of these rappers and these entertainers, they know what they're doing. They know the things that they're doing and the rituals they're taking part in are detrimental to their people. But they take part in it anyway because they want the money. They want the lifestyle. And that's why they're gonna be beaten with many stripes. Because they're not ignorant. They know exactly what they're doing. That's why a lot of these guys, they'll tell your children to sell crack and sell drugs or put their children in private school. Right, Rick Ross. Yeah, Jay-Z. Yeah, because they know it ain't right. But they're paid to destroy their weapons of mass social destruction. That's what they are. Weapons of mass social destruction. Yeah, like it's crazy.
And then there's a video going viral when she's in a video, and then another date woman, a random date woman,
sucking up
the
her
window,
toe.
stuck their toe in the like madness, like
Yeah. That's and Sufyana is another Manchurian candidate. She's a girl that they've done. You could tell they've done all sorts to her. She's just there, and they just push her out there, man. Megan Thee Stallion.
Oh, they call Tyrone. They always come to her face. Everybody wants in. They're still willing to sell their soul.
A lot of them are related to. Yeah. A lot of them are related. No. First, they're in. You know, they're bringing in Bronny and Bronny is doing a terrible job. And he gonna be there because at the end of the day, it's all about the rituals, and he's useful to them because he brings attention. So he's gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna make sure that it goes along because LeBron's a high level witch in the team. No, LeBron is the only one, man. That whole yeah, they're all linked, man. King James apparently. All through the whole thing, even King James, the new House Party premium. I don't probably seen it, but I watched House Party premium. Remember Kid and Play. Basically, there's a scene where they go to LeBron's house to do a house party when he's not there. Then all of a sudden they go to Kid Cudi. They go to some Masonic lodge and they're doing rituals. They show you that in the fucking house party. So they show you that LeBron, all them lot, they're all high level warlocks, man. They're all into that witchcraft, man. Doing seances, sacrifices. That's how they got to the level they got to, man. Even worship. Yeah, LeBron. They worship like exactly LeBron. Even brothers argue who's the best basketball player, LeBron or yeah, they've been riding to fight. They've been riding off that for time, man. It's like, bro, it's Jordan. They might have been riding off that controversy for time, man. It just Jake is. That's what they do. They get you emotionally. They find things because they don't have to. They're the ones constantly talking about it. Who's the best? But they don't even talk about Kobe no more. Like Kobe's not even in the conversation. It's just gone because they want that. They want that, and then they get you emotionally invested into it, and then just fucking yourself over. When at the end of the day, it don't matter who's the best. Like niggas is arguing online for like years. Like it's like, yo, why? Yeah, but because all those, again, sports is another example of how they control the agenda. Them guys, they're given talking points like Skip Bayless and what's the other guy? Stephen A. Smith. They play a role of always saying they don't necessarily believe what they're saying, but they say controversial shit constantly because it's all about getting you invested in the controversy, invested into it, man. And then they know. Look at football here in England. But these guys go on the TV and they gaslight you. You know what you're seeing, and they're saying something completely different. And it's like, These men are just paid to just spin narratives. All of it's fake. It's all state.
I was watching one. I'll share it later on. But I basically sent the videos on Instagram. I don't know who the rapper is, but he's been there for a long time. Just on the panel was asked who's the better out of Kendrick and whatever that beat was. And then basically the guy he made a good point. He basically started saying how like you had all of the private record like Rockefeller and all of that, how all of those record labels are now being brought up, being merged into one, and all of the execs and all of the Jakes are in that are getting fired.
They're
Right?
streamlining. Well, that's what happened in all corporations now. They're bringing it together and streamlining it because the human resources are no longer needed. You just get rid of as much human resources and let the AIs and that run it and keep it streamlined. Even with AI rappers now. It's going to come back to monopolies. Monopolies, which is what the new world order is. Strict monopoly-like systems. You ain't going to have all this choice that you have now. It's not necessary. It's carbon footprint. You're going to be living like Star Trek where everyone's just wearing the same shit, except the elites. The same message. Drones. Robot. Ain't no money in film either. There ain't no money in film either. Like,
Matthew 24:12, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Right. When someone just said,
Yo, this place is sick, man. It's totally given onto demonic possession, man. And all these people have just got crazy demons on them. They don't really know what they're doing, man. They're just possessed because they Satan's casting spells on them. But the elect are the only ones that are free of it, man.
That's the big enough out of the matrix. We're the only ones that can go in and out of the matrix.
Actually, out of the
It's like yesterday's events to start. Everyone's bugging out. Oh, I can't get on the plane and all that. Oh, my computer's not working. Well, we already knew what time it was. As soon as we saw that shit on the TV, like, oh, here we go again. You know, here we go again. You know, how long is this one gonna last for? You know what I'm saying? It's just a test run, man.
what you said about in and out of the Matrix. You know, in that scene with the Matrix 1, where it was like the cat twice. We can identify, that wasn't right.
And the thing is, the answer to all of that is not gonna be, well, maybe the system, we need to be more reliant on things. Maybe we shouldn't be so reliant on certain systems. We'll be like, oh, we're gonna make a system even better. So you can become more reliant. And that's what it is. It's so, man.
Psalm 23, verse 23. Surely there is no enchantment against Jacob, neither is there any divination against Israel. According to this time, I shall send it of Jacob, and of Israel what have God wrought.
That's why the scripture says the truth shall make you free. Because once you have this truth, you are truly free. Your mind is free. You cannot be manipulated. They'll listen. They got you, Jake, on a. Why do you think they can have you, Jake, riot? You ever thought about this, right? Yeah, you had the situation with the black woman. Remember when she drove into? They had a black woman that drove into that pillar. The police turned up, filled the car full of bullets with her in it, and shot her dead. No rights. Then you had another black woman that died in the jail. Niggas die every day. Niggas get killed every day in various situations. Esau can pick and choose which one becomes a riot because you, Jake, are so easily manipulated by the media and situations.
Why aren't you rioting every time it happens?
They control, just like this being beats. They have control using the algorithms and narratives that they're rioting right now. And they knew that those people are primed to riot. And they've made that situation happen. Problem, reaction, solution. They can do that. They know how to manipulate these people because why? They're not free. They can be pulled. You can pull their strings.
Yeah, it's like you said, because they use two different groups. One group wasn't even involved, and all of a sudden they're the main antagonists of the whole riot.
Yep.
But the start of the whole situation was a total different
Some
group.
Romanian thing.
Romanians, and then all of a sudden you got these Pakistanis and all that going nuts, burning cars and burning buses and all that.
And you ain't there to see exactly what's going on. So you're getting little clips.
Yeah, now they're gonna say Islamophobia and all that.
Yeah.
Tommy Robbins, all the agents come out.
EDO and say,
Get rid of these guys. It's an invasion. What, bro? Some little town in Leeds you didn't even know existed, bro. When you talking about invasion, no one cares about that. No one knows that. Bro, no one cares about Leeds. Like if Leeds was to disappear out of England, like literally just a whole open up. How many people even? I don't know a few family there, but I really wouldn't care. Like Leeds is insignificant, man. Like even the football team, no one cares about. Leeds. It's one of them. It is what it is. I don't want to offend. They might be the elect there, so they might be alright. But let's be honest, bro. All of a sudden, man, care about Leeds. Who cares, bro? What happened there? They burnt something. Okay, cool.
then you got the Home Secretary sometimes, your veterans, whatever. This biggest trustee and all that. You know, trying to spark, emotions and all that. So,
It's not that deep.
It's like the biggest atrocity.
So yeah, he's still gonna use it.
Did anyone die? No one even died. It's just they made £1 million worth of damage. That's nothing. Like
That's like one bomb, bro. Like, he's so basically right now trying to spark another right where the whole of UK goes crazy, trying to get that.
Yeah, you might see them spark it in another place. Or if they want, they can shut it down. The algorithms are powerful, man. Them bots, them bots and them agents out there.
I was just gonna say on the finances, like the king was sat there like on the 17th in like £5 billion crown talking about like my government's gonna make changes to better the economic circumstances of the common man. But and even before that, like in the city, you had the Queen on the golden piano talking about
Chariot, man. That certain times of gold, chariot that she stolen from the Congo and all that. The Congo.
Yeah, but they care about the people. They love the people because they hang around with celebrities. They want to. They think fighting pubs and eat burgers.
The West Coast big love them, man.
Also, the president eating a burger. Eat ice cream. Some Boris eat ice cream. Like he wanted to.
Yeah, but the reason a lot of them West Coast they like because people like my grandmother's generation, when they used to come to Montserrat, when the Queen and that would visit, they would get them ready and prepared, and there'll be a whole thing, and they were kids. And then so when the Queen come, they would actually sing songs to the Queen, and so they build these people up into their minds from young as to be something greater than. So that whole generation, they worship the royals like that.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Annual pictures and memorabilia.
Because
in
when
one
they were
room.
kids, they were part of the empire, so they know how to build a cult of personality and get you on side, man. Harry.
Psalms 92. Psalms 92 and 6. A British man, who people that they get like the hand stuff, even the why you were saying, man, that was a joke. Actually, my manager told me that they put me up for the award, so I went in it.
Yeah, that was a way of making them seem like they're involved with the people. Oh, we recognize what the fuck, man, you know what I'm saying?
Sports and music.
And to try and sully the whole idea of the aristocracy. Oh, see, a common man can become like, well, you ain't nothing, man. You ain't got no power out there. You just punch someone up, like, you know what I mean? Man ran a race and getting an MP. What's this all about? But it's just there to hand out fake trinkets to make man feel like they're part of something. Oh, if you work hard, get an MP, like,
But they can take it away when they want it.
yeah, they can remove you. Yeah, they took why you want to sign in. Good.
I was put Psalms 92 and 6. A Brutish man knows not, neither does a fool understand this. When the wicked spring at the grass, and when all the workers of iniquity do flourish, it is that they shall be destroyed forever.
And that's what they've been doing. Devils have been flourishing, man. They've been flourishing. But the time is coming, like towards the end of their kingdom, where it's gonna look like they're winning, but really they're losing, and they're gonna be brought down. But what they're really aiming towards is that MOTV, and the system is being built. They got the Neuralink, they got the implantable chips, they got the CBDC lined up. Now Trump is talking about Bitcoin and crypto, and he's gonna save America using Bitcoin and crypto, and they put these men to sleep. Oh, there's a legislation that says that the Federal Reserve can't put into place a CBDC. No, the actual legislation says that Congress has to give permission. What you need to understand is that in a emergency, any law that's already written can be overturned in an emergency. Get that into your thick skull. Even the Bill of Rights and your human rights and your American can be suspended due to an emergency. So if there is a big enough financial event and they say that a CBDC is the solution, they will do it. And that's where you're headed. So Trump right now is known as the crypto president. He's known as the crypto president. Digital ID, because one of the things that he's against is what? Illegal immigration. So one of the solutions for illegal immigration is to require people to have digital IDs, man.
The whole world is heading in that direction. Yeah. But regardless of where you're from, they're completely changing every system so that it's easy. Even if you're in the UK, if you go into one of the other European countries, you now need what they call ETIAS, electronic transit and authorization. Huh? You need to basically tell them, oh, by the way, I'm coming. Huh?
That's why they have events like last night, with a cyber attack to see how people react.
Yeah.
You saw, it says in Psalm 64, they do a diligent search, man.
Yeah.
They like to do all these social experiments to see how these people react. It's innovation, man. But the one that's coming, the next drill that's going to come is going to be the real thing, man. And then they're not going to pull back. There's still going to be no trial run anymore.
Revelation 12 and 12.
Yeah.
And you can see that
because the stages of persecution they've put Trump through, they've gone from, they built it up nice. First, they had to sit there and watch the man bad mouthing Trump for years. Then they tried to put man up on charges and they convicted man. Yeah, I'm watching this thing like, bro, man, I'm leaving this thing. You actually listen, but this guy was a billionaire. You do not become a billionaire in this world without having serious dirt. Serious dirt. There's bodies that's been laid out. This world is a bad man thing. The whole world is run on gangsterism. It's run on shaking hands and stabbing in backs. That's just how it is. Especially construction. Construction is literally just pure corruption. It's pure backhands and things going. If you think you just roll up and build a skyscraper and you ain't got to grease palms and cut corners, and because if they want, there's always a way they can stop you doing what you're doing. There's always a way. And remember, Donald Trump went bankrupt and he was saved by the Rothschilds. He was saved by the Rothschilds. He's always been a Rothschild puppet. That's why they put him out there in the public eye. They gave him a TV program, You're Fired, and all this stuff. And he was in WWE.
Yeah, he was.
That cult of personality has been built.
They were building up the cult of personality, the same hairdo. They give him and all that. Even the whole thing about having sex with a porn star was right up that. That's American dream.
And I think the year that he came in,
that's the American dream.
I think the year he came in, America wasn't doing so great economically, and he's seen as a businessman, isn't he?
Yeah, the businessman.
So he's
a great businessman, even a politician. The whole orange thing with the toothpaste, it's all designed, and the way he talks, it's gonna be sold. It's all designed, man, to captivate.
Yeah, the apostles brought that out about how all of these different cults will have something about them.
Yep.
Kim Jong Un, I've got the haircut, Hitler's mustache. Even my man Robert Mugabe, man. Had certain things about him. He had
because the character is designed. Yeah. It's designed to appeal to a certain, to target a certain people, to be distinguishable, man. Yeah, Trump's advertising to anything. That's why he put cartoons. He advertising anywhere. He's been rubbing shoulders with Epstein and all these guys. Man's part of the club. He's been part of the club. Oh, he's an incumbent. They don't want him around. Bro, if they didn't want him around, you wouldn't see him. He'd be gone. He'll be done. They wouldn't even talk about him in the news. That's how you get rid of people. Because if you didn't talk about him in the news, your ass wouldn't know he existed.
That was one of the bits that they said about the whole Brexit debate. It was like, why was this guy Farage, who represents such a small party,
always on the news?
Always on the news.
Then if they don't want you to know something, they wouldn't put him on the news. Don't talk about him and no one cares.
You don't really hear any other.
How would you know? You gotta knock on. Would you run into him in the pub or something? You would know nothing about him. These guys are all set up, man, and been pushed out to the people. So the media from long time were preparing the persecution. Now they did the false assassination. That was the next stage to further confirm in the minds of these drones that he's the Messiah. And they roll out the clergy response. Oh yeah, you know, divine intervention. God saved him. Which God they talking about? Go on, you got the mark of the beast. He told you that's where this thing is heading, man. Elon Musk is what 45 million a month. He said he's donating to 45. Now imagine what that 45 million could actually be doing in real life. And you're giving it to Donald Trump.
I'm trying to comprehend that right now.
They complain about all these motherfuckers that's living under the fucking bridges. That 45 million a month given to Trump's campaign could be getting them man out of them 10 cities, right?
Yeah, open, they got mad 10 cities in California.
I thought Trump loved the people. He would say, yo, man, that's 45, you know, that's all good, but we're going to take some of that money and actually try and help the American people. Nah, he ain't going to do shit. It's a joke thing.
Of Revelation 13 and 15. And he had the power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak. And he called that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
You see where this thing is going to? They're whipping the people up into this hysteria and so many. This is why I talk about being emotionally charged. Listen, when people are emotionally charged, that's how shit go down. When people are calm, critical thinking comes in, logic comes in. That's where you can get compassion and all these different things. Once you whip people up into an emotional hysteria, that's when genocides and things like that can occur. Because man are whipped up. You gotta whip people up. Even if you're gonna start a war, it's very difficult to just come up to a man that's just sitting there eating his chicken. Man done popped his wife last night, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna take his kids to the park, and then you're gonna say, yo, we gotta go over there and shoot up all these men over here, kill their children. Man, it's like, yo, hold on, can't we just talk this out? You know, because I gotta, you know what I mean? I got a massage, but what you do then is, hey, look at this baby, look, they just chopped this guy's, you start emotion, oh my God, and then the more emotionally they are, the more you can say, just kill that person. Yeah, kill him. Yeah. You gotta whip people up into hysteria.
Proverbs 25 verse 28. He that have no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down and without walls.
Yeah.
For instance, man.
You can be whipped up to go murder people. Right, yeah. So you gotta understand it's like when they're showing you when they're whipping people up against Jake, showing them Chicago, showing them, you know one thing that they keep showing you? Negroes attacking white people. On the algorithm, because I've been on that side of Twitter, and it's just constantly you just see Jake just roll up on some old white woman, bow, just like all that stuff that the algorithm is feeding them. Then on top of that, Edomites on purpose, they're turning all the Edomites' favorite characters into black people. You don't think you think that's done by accident? No, it's because Elon Musk posted it today. Elon Musk posted an image because he's on that side of things, where it showed like Ariel and all the characters that used to be white that are now black. That is infuriating these Edomites. Now they feel like victims. Now they're getting angry. Then all of a sudden they go on Twitter and they see some old white woman getting beat up by 4 niggas, and they're like, why is that not on the news? How come George Floyd got all this attention by the media? And this isn't, it's all by design. It's whipping them up into hysteria. Now on the other side, you also have the Democrats. These are Republicans. They did this, they did that. They're getting whipped up into hysteria to the point where, like I said, the guy nearly got his head blown up, apparently. And a lot of them man on the other side was like, yeah, he should have. Yeah. That's how far it's gone. They don't feel sorry for the other side if something bad happens to them. So then now you get in a situation where they're talking about civil war. And you got Republicans saying, one guy said, yeah, well, you don't. One guy said, you're lucky that he didn't get hit with the bullet. Because if he did get hit with the bullet and you lot started a civil war, you'd be all dead. This is actually something that could have been done.
The love of many shall wax cold.
This is what I'm
That's
saying.
what's happening.
Now, this is what they've done to the American public over the course of the last 20 years. 20 years ago, they weren't this emotionally charged. So then now you got to ask yourself now, if a crisis does occur and someone points the finger and says, yo, it was them and they're an enemy, because remember, the rhetoric from both sides is the other side is a threat to you, your family, and America as a whole. This is how they like, we need to protect Trump because, man, if they had killed Trump, it would have been over for us.
It's the same with the boys' team.
It's the same thing. So this is where you get to the point where you get an opportunity where you don't think an order could be given to go into a ghetto and murder every Jake in that ghetto because the people will be upset. No, they won't. They'll be like, good. These motherfucking niggas have been killing, these niggas have been getting away with shit for years. Go kill them. Because all I've been doing is going on World Star Hip Hop, going on Twitter and seeing these niggas do this, and nothing happened to them. So you know what? I don't care about your children no more. You dumb niggas have got your children up in videos online brandishing guns. They're not gonna care because they've been desensitized and emotionally brought to that level where you are the enemy. The Democrats, and they ain't gonna care when they start shooting Democrats, or the other way around. If the government starts killing, you know what I'm saying? When you got that emotional intensity involved, you can always point the finger at next man and they'll justify it because they're hurt. And that's what they've done.
If I can say real quick, the proof of that is over the TV, where you when it came time to the juice, and basically you had your Jimmy Fallon's going on. Well, if they should die because they didn't take it, then I say leave them, let them die. As the people didn't take the juice, and you had lots of people that believed in that rhetoric that if you didn't take the juice, you deserve to die.
Evil, you're putting everybody in danger.
Yeah.
So they don't care what happened to you, man.
So you can see where it's headed. They're whipping the people up into emotional status. So when that chaos comes, whatever the hand, we got Revelation, did we read Revelation 12 and 12? When that harsh hand of judgment comes down from Esau, there's going to be a whole group of people on the other side that's going to be clapping.
But if I can say it also globally as well, man, because those are the brothers watching the match last Sunday, and then they, you know how niggas manifest, but the niggas manifest or whatever.
I said manifest like a demon. Niggas manifest.
But it was like they're in the type of area we're in. Like, bro, you don't act like that in this area. Kind of area where you get a lot of foreigners who come in, and here it is. They've seen the world star, they've seen the hip hop videos, and then now they're around you, and then they're like, oh, so they do actually all act like that.
Yeah, that's what they think, because that's what they push out there. Like, for instance, a lot of people in the UK, when they just think that Jake just runs around stabbing people. Like, if you go to South London, you're just gonna die. That's their mindset because that's what the media is pushing and Twitter. They think if you just take one step in South London, someone's gonna pull out a Rambo and do it. Which in reality, that's not true. The most of the people that these men are getting down are ops. They're not really. You're not gonna just go South London and some dude just randomly. I mean, it could happen, but it's not. It's not likely that you're gonna go like somewhere in South London, Croydon, and then you take one foot out of the station and someone just runs up with a big Rambo and puts it through your heart. But that's what they think because again, the narrative is pushed down. Program, bro. A lot of these men, if they was to round up illegal immigrants and start putting bullets in their head, they'll be like, finally, someone's finally because they're invading.
Yeah.
This is the point we're at. If they went to the border and started shooting people at the border, a lot of them men would be like, yeah, because what has they said about these people coming over the border? They're criminals, they're rapists, and there are stories. There are a lot of stories of these illegal immigrants raping 12-year-old, 8-year-old girls and all. No, that's not every. But guess what? That is on their algorithm. That's what they're seeing, and Trump talks about it. So when we talk about what are those illegal immigrants mainly? Jake. We talk about the time of Jacob's trouble.
Oh, cool. Looking at that like that. My family, you're giving that break. And then
Kill the Russians.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Russians here. See, they're gonna just be able to eliminate, and then in the end, really, they can eliminate whoever they want because by that time, the people who support the government are so invested. Whoever they say to kill, they'll be like, yeah, fuck them.
They'll say, okay, that person's bad, that person's bad, that person's bad, that person's bad. They're all threat to the so we need to kill them. Yeah, go on. My team is winning. My team is winning. Yeah, they're all bad.
So you don't need to run it.
Yeah. This is what they're whipping up the hysteria in the people to be, and the average person can't see it. That it's getting so emotionally charged. Time of Jacob trouble, man. Like places like Chicago, bro, they're just gonna didn't Trump say we're gonna send in people to fix that situation? And I'll be honest with you, even I'd agree. I'm like, yeah, man. It look crazy. From over here, you're like, yo, that place look like a, you know, like King Born and all. He's dead now, but he was running around wild, all up in the music video. See that they're gonna use all that against you. That's why they have them niggas do that. You're not allowed to think of it. When you go on YouTube, right? You say the wrong word against the JOO or Bing, get whacked. But you go on YouTube with big raw man. This man's got a strap. This man's got a strap. This man's only 8 years old. He's got a strap. You know what I'm saying? His mama's got a strap. Yeah, the ops, F the ops. Yeah, smoking on this pack. Bah, 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 all this. Brr, brr. Yo, that video don't get taken down. That's got to be some form of hate crime, or it's got. You know what I mean? Like, what's going on? That's even illegal. Like, do they have license for those guns? No, but they're allowed to showcase that part of Jake. I mean, just going. Bro, YouTube is just filled with those type of videos. The music videos, actual gang videos. They're allowed to go on social media and talk about their crimes, and it's fine. Why? Because it showcases so that all these Edomites are watching this thinking, but this is the problem. Why is no one doing anything? So when they actually do something about it, they'll be like, yeah, finally, someone was a man enough to deal with the situation. It's all by design. Stormzy had his little album cover, and it was all Jake, including the little Jake with valleys on it. What's that saying? That even the young ones, they got picked up. Subliminals.
Even in the whole got like the Congo rappers that film that are 100 millionaires, 100 mil, and they're in prison. And these men are looking at that like, how the fuck are these niggas?
Yeah, and that makes them angry too. Yeah. Makes them angry, man. They're like, I'm suffering.
Like that's that NBA Youngboy that was beautiful.
Yeah, demon, man.
He's got 100 million in the bank and he's in prison. Like,
we still gonna wipe all these niggas up. Man, we gonna work on keeping that money. What? You know when you're keeping 100 mil. What if the bank implodes? Crackers don't be keeping that much money in the bank. What's wrong with this thing? Anyway, go ahead. Go on. Yeah, but that money belongs. Go ahead.
Revelation 14 and 16. And he calls us.
No, hold that. Sorry, get Revelation 12 and 12, then we'll finish that. Yeah, that's all. He's gonna come. His devil's gonna come down on, in a way, in a fashion that the average person doesn't think is capable in this modern day world. They don't understand the idea of like Rwanda, where you can get one group of people that are fully down with chopping other man's youths up with machetes. To them, that's like, oh, that's so barbaric. That's no, men can be brought to that psychology, and you're seeing it in America. When it's all said and done in America, people are going to be killing each other, whole families.
At the end of the day, it's spirit God. That's making this all happen, man. Most I gonna put these spirits on people, man.
Yeah. They're going to do it. But, you know, they have that air of civilized, what they call it, the civil nature that they think they have. It's already disappearing.
Always say they're going to go from uncivilized to
They're already uncivilized. The minute you are emotionally invested in a cult of personality, and you're not even using logic here, you've already become a brute. You're a mob.
Yeah.
You're a mob. And that mob can be pointed in a direction and incited to do whatever. Like Trump could tell them man now to come out their yard and start shooting. That's why he did it. That's why he said, fight, yeah. And they're wearing the t-shirt and they're all emotional and they believe in him. He's our great leader. It's like, bro, you fool. Go on.
This is the book of Revelation, the 12th chapter and the 12th verse. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath,
because he knows that he have but a short time.
Right. So that wrath is going to represent bringing in that chaos. And part of that chaos is going to be inciting different groups against each other and the government coming up against certain people. There's certain people that are saying, well, how are these men getting away with these riots and nothing's ever being done? So all those people that are saying that, you know what they really want to do? They want to see man come out and put these rioters in their place. Yeah. Like all that Black Lives Matter. You know, how many Edomites here that was sitting there watching that thing thinking, yeah. These men are allowed to go out there on the streets and just destroy property over George Floyd?
They picked the worst, Jay.
Yeah. But it was all, again, it was all staged events because when they do come and start laying you Jake down, when you do, man are going to be like, yeah, that's what you should have been doing in the first place.
One of the part of Trump's the campaign rally, whatever.
Yeah.
Manifest.
Yeah.
But
they're working for Russia. They're working for Iran. They're working with the Muslims. Hey, didn't they say Obama is... Hey, it's all, listen, they've been setting this up for a while, man, and on both sides, the Dems are going to be killing this guy. It's all going to be social. He's part of the deep state, kill him, you know. There you go.
The live rounds are going to be. Before that shit was done away with, all the pop shootings, all that shit is done away with. That's going to come back.
They're writing over like civil service jobs, like the higher paying jobs, because basically there ain't enough work there, so the people are just writing because they got nothing.
Even part of the psyop, when you think about it, the fact that they actually got video of the snipers watching the sniper, waiting for him to shoot 8 times, is part of the psychology. Because it's just like, well, why didn't they shoot first?
Guys said wait for.
So all of that is playing in the psychology of the people. Listen, shoot first. Don't wait for man to do nothing. You shouldn't have waited. You should have just. All that's playing. Listen, the whole thing is playing into what's going to happen. And it's this time of Jacob trouble. You finish Revelation 12 and 12. Yeah. You can get Ezekiel 21 and 9 as well before we finish up on the mark.
Let's start verse 15. Go down to the image, set up. Oh, this is.
Yeah, finish 12 and 12. Yeah, Ezekiel 29, and then I'll let you break down the mark. Okay, then, yeah. Ezekiel 21 and 9.
Ezekiel 21 and 9, son of man, prophesy and say, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, say a sword is sharpened and also furbished.
Right, this whole thing that you're seeing playing out in America is all leading to the sword. And these men don't realize. And that sword is going to come down on Jake, and there's going to be Jake on both sides that are going to be getting wiped out. They're going to get wiped, they're going to get caught up in the death. And it's all on purpose. It's by design. It's by design, man. And the Spirit of the Lord, ain't with you. Don't get caught up in all of that, man. And a lot of men are, you see, man, a lot of these men are talking like they want it. Oh yeah, I can't wait. Bro. It ain't gonna be easy. Everybody wants war until your granny gets shot in the head. Or your wife get you picking up your wife's. Everybody wants war till the cost of the war really comes true. War's always good when all your men are coming home.
It's never flawless.
And it's not going to be. Yeah, war is always sweet when you think, yeah, you got it all sorted, and the reality of your man ain't gonna make it.
You don't think about the cost of winning.
But bro, America's gonna turn into a massive bloodbath, man.
Who was saying awesome Palestinians taking their kids home in plastic bags.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's the bag.
Yeah,
that's mad. The paper bag.
It is sharpened. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter.
Right, they got DHS. They bought all them hollow point bullets.
That was a while ago.
They're stocked up. They're stocked up and ready for what's coming. And that's on both sides. Was that the Democrats or was that the Republic? Nah, listen, the beast itself, the government. It doesn't matter if it's Republican or Democrat. What does that matter? Whichever side that's in power at the time, they're going to utilize their muscle and exercise the trigger finger muscle on the people, on their own citizens. And remember, they already set the precedent that an American citizen can be killed without trial and jury. Anwar al-Awlaki. They killed Anwar al-Awlaki over there in Iraq, and he's an American citizen. So hold on, you were supposed to arrest that man and put him up for trial. No, they assassinated him from the sky. But where was his rights? He wasn't actively shooting or killing no one. They should have went in there to arrest him, and then if he resisted arrest and tried to kill them, then yeah, you could put 2 bullets in his head. No, they blew him up from the sky, from a drone attack. But hold on, he was an American citizen. How can you do that to an American citizen? So they've already set the precedent that if you're an enemy of the state, all them rights that you think you have are out of the window. Oh, you weren't paying attention, were you? Oh, yeah. Oh, that they took away her citizenship. They weren't paying attention. And you see, all the man that was saying, yeah, that's right, don't understand that. And if you step out line, or they could just say you said something because they just don't want you. They could just say, like, oh, yeah, them people over there. It's like, wait, I'm with you. I don't know nothing about that. Bye-bye. Goodbye. The AI has determined that we don't need all y'all people over here. So, because remember, in 1984, they could just say that you're flipping the enemy, right? No, who's to say they're wrong? You already said what's on the news is right. So,
That was the whole psyop between and take so freedoms. Yeah, even though you're take everything away, take all your bank account, take away all your cars, right? That's part of psyop. Yeah, just to show you that.
but for some reason, he seems to have a lot of money left. I don't know. That's
He said
CIA.
you never knew how much money he actually had in his bank account. He always had money.
CIA seed money.
Yeah.
That's
Both
it.
have got the same bank account.
CIA
They've got the same, bank account. We've got free labor to travel the world and harass the Israelites and wherever we're at. So you can't just globe
But they gave him the mini account.
Yeah, they gave him a little
He
black
got
card.
the Bugatti.
Yeah, you got a black card for real. But that just shows you that, that was a psyop because they're going to use that to come down on the average citizen.
Yeah.
All that chastising all these celebs,
Well,
Alex
now-
Jones and all
Now
that.
they got now Alex Jones and them are saying that the Democrats need to be censored for saying that it was a false flag. So you see how
He's supposed to lose his company, channel, all that. He's still broadcasting.
the Sandy Hook thing,
$1 billion worth in debt. How you get $1 billion worth in debt?
which he came out and said he was making it all up. It was entertainment, showing he was a gatekeeper because he wasn't making up. Sandy Hook was a false flag. But you see, this is what happens when you put your trust in these agents, man. I knew he was an agent ever since Ron Paul. When he started telling everyone to vote for Ron Paul, I knew this guy's an agent,
He
man.
was supposed to the favorite.
And then after that, he went from Ron Paul onto Trump, and I was like, "Yep, this guy's sold out. Why is he supporting? He was the one that was talking about the left-right paradigm, and now he's with Trump."
Yeah, so it says verse 10 again, I'll read it again. It says, it is sharpened to make a sword slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? It contemneth the rod of my son as every tree.
Yeah, and I like reading that precept all the time because the way the world is, people with the spirit of mirth. When the mirth of the land is ceasing, man. I told you that in Isaiah 24. But these people are still hypnotized by this American, idolism of trying to make it in all of that, the American dream. While your enemy, your own president's planning your fucking demise, man. He's trying to murder you, he's trying to massacre you. Either through eugenics, through the medical system, or biological warfare, or physical by like destroying your financials and all that shit.
And the worst thing is, the entertainers are in it.
The entertainers are in
The
it.
niggas that are entertaining them is in on it.
You're working for the enemy, man, against you.
They're in on it, man.
So you shouldn't be in the spirit of Malcolm, but Jake is so hypnotized by that celebrity lifestyle.
Pussy money.
Yeah, all that BS, man, party and bullshit shit. Like reality's gonna sink in.
Obsessed with Nyash.
Like yesterday, when all that cyber attack happened, that was a little attempt of reality sinking in because people went into panic mode. Didn't know how to react.
What if they said, okay, to bring the system back online, you got to bring out this MOTP to access everything?
That would have been it.
man would have just been out there. They would have been lining up, fighting droves. They would have been fighting for it. And that's what's going to happen. A lot of men are going to be fighting for the MOTV. And they're going to feel like, how come we ain't got it over here yet? And that man over there got it. Just like with the V. It was complete. Oh, no, I can't get that. You know, so, oh, we got something for you.
And people were hella proud, man. There'll be like, especially people that were people that were able to get a bit early, because like one of my family members, you know, they worked in healthcare, but so they were young. So, but and then they were able, I got it. And then everyone's, oh, how did you get it? How did you get it? Like, what's special about you? And you see certain people. I remember it was one Nigerian man. Yeah, I'm going to get it, man. My shots. And I looked at that big ass grin on his face. I was like, man, you don't know.
So he thought he was safe.
Yeah.
And these people think they're gonna be safe under Esau. They're not safe. You know? Who you people that take the MOT are gonna be destroyed, man.
They're going to be in a loving arms state.
But that's what happens when you trust in Egypt.
That's the whole trap, the whole snare that everyone. So right now, man. Don't the next cyber attack could be the Black Swan event, whatever event.
It's good. Definitely going to be spoofed leading up to the remember the 5th of November.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Yeah, they put it on the 5th of November. These man, I told you, these man operate on the witchcraft, man.
Our election was 4th of July.
4th of July, which is 1776, which Alexander, the spirit of 1776. Isn't that when the you know, yeah, I know that, but isn't that the Bavarian Illuminati? Adam Weishaupt.
Yeah.
But you see, that shows you he's double speaking. But not double speak. That's not the right way to say it. But he's saying one thing, but invoking another.
Yeah.
The spirit of 1776. Huh?
Trying to hypnotize people. Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's working for the deep state.
Yeah.
All of them. Now, I remember Hillary Clinton ended up in jail. I wonder why that was.
All of the emails.
And I noticed one thing about Trump. I don't hear him talking about that. Quiet about the Epstein. Quiet.
Because as president, he has authority to.
Well, as the Messiah, you would expect that the Epstein client list will be on the top of the agenda. Expose the truth. Because even his followers be talking about that Epstein client list, because it's the Democrats. The Democrats are all pedophiles, but not the Republicans, obviously, because it's just the Democrats. That's how dumb they are. Because QAnon told them that. QAnon is the CIA, man. They're all pedophiles, man. That should be proof right there. If it was me, I'd be like, I would have brought up in the presidential fluffy debate. Yeah, we're about to bring out this. I'm gonna put a team that's gonna personally get to the bottom of this Epstein client list, and I'm gonna publish it to the American people so I could drain the swamp. I'm not even gonna mention that. Ain't gonna mention it. I told you, man, are very selective about what they're gonna be talking about. Don't see Elon Musk talking about distraction. They don't want that to come out. Anyway, carry on.
Verse 11, it says, and he had given it to be furbished that it may be handled. The sword is sharpened and it is furbished to give it into the hand of the slayer.
Yeah, he saw Edom the slayer, man. I told you that in Psalm 17:13. He saw Edom the slayer, and he's about to unleash wars on you people out here. So trying to put these people in the office and championing them on and all of that. That's why I told you, go into them to put their trust in you, man. It's gonna be your downfall, man. It's gonna be your downfall. It says they that helping and all that, they're gonna fall together. So when this place implodes, which it is imploding on itself, all you fucking patriots and Trumpers and all that, you're gonna fail with this place, man. And he's gonna turn against you. Right now he's trying to get your popular votes and all that BS. But as soon as he gets into office, he's basically gonna present like martial law type tactics, man. He's gonna become a dictator. He's gonna become Hitler in America, basically. And start taking out his own citizens, American citizens. Capital punishment is gonna come back into play. You know, public humiliation, capital punishment, getting shooting by a firing squad, beheadings are gonna come in. He's gonna be the guy to initiate that in Jacob's trouble, man.
Remember, his nature is Nero.
Yeah. Oh, Nero was the guy that set fire in Rome around 64 AD and blamed it on Jews, man. Blamed it on Jake. That's the same nigga that did this forced assassination. That's the same nigga that did this forced assassination attempt on himself. And then, you know, now he's gonna, you know, immortalize himself as a god of America, man. That's the same guy in the reincarnate. He did that in the ancient world when he was Nero, man. He set fire and he was playing music while those fires burning in Rome, and he blamed it on the Israelites, man. So what do you think is that this guy is full of tactics and you know, wicked traits, man? He's the devil, man, incarnated, and he's not just one. There's many of them, you know. But Trump is definitely going to lead. He's going to be the catalyst to lead this whole American society into the time of Jacob trouble, man. We can see it plain as day. The only one that can't see it first. They're blind as fuck. You want to think that first.
Verse 12, cry and howl, son of man, for it shall be upon my people, it shall be upon all the princes of Israel.
Yeah, so we're here to what is that?
Terrors by reason of this terrors by reason of the sword shall be upon my people, smite therefore upon the thigh.
Yes, terrors by reason of the sword. Sword is a killing. That's the blessing that's been given to the Edomites, so-called white. You're going to use that to the best of your ability these last days. You know that you have got a short time. Right? So these devils are not playing, man. That's why they did that's why they did that cyber attack yesterday. Because they're not playing anymore. And we want them to not play. We want them to fast track this thing so we can get the hell up out of it. But faster they move forward this new world order, the faster Yahweh Shai is going to come back. Funny enough, last week, a few days back, Apostle Odatar said, put a curse from America for the Lord to destroy that place. What happened a couple of days later? Yeah. Cyber attacks and all that, false assassinations. Yeah. So the Lord, that shows you that prayer works, man. The Lord hears the prayers that you say. So we need to keep pushing that vibration, Yahweh Shai. Because even in the scriptures, it said if people turn to the east and pray to the Lord, He would destroy our enemies overnight, man. So that's why we need to keep pushing the Yahweh Shai throughout the four winds of the earth. Put up praises and curses to destroy Babylon the Great, destroy America, man.
That thing yesterday showed how quickly the world can change.
Again,
by
9/11.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
One button in Texas.
Yeah. And then they basically said, because one of the things that they said was the vector was a London Stock Exchange, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I mentioned about earlier, but having everything in one place, because they need to centralize everything, man. It doesn't take much for them to create chaos around the whole earth. You know, like I said, this situation proved that. One company.
Yeah, especially when everything's electronic.
That everybody's interconnected with, fucked up bare shit around the earth.
The same shit happened in 2008 with the Great So-Called Depression, man. The Royal Bank of London, they shut down the whole of fucking London with that banking scheme. They fucked up the whole, that caused the depression, the whole of Europe and all that. So this shows you that Esau centralized all these, everything's electronic now anyway. Everything's going to be digitalized. That's why it's going to be so easy to move to the digitalized system.
When they're ready to do it, it'll be quick.
You know, move over straight away.
Could you imagine what Amazon owns a bunch of servers and that most people use? If those servers ever went down, what impact would that have?
You know what I mean? But it happened. And once again, it's so Amazon operates. So you got something called Amazon Web Services, and they offer a whole bunch of different things. One of the things they have is called it's a storage server where like you just like upload your files, right? But not like how we use like Google Drive or Dropbox or something. Right now, one of those servers had issues, but that server had a file on it that is used on multiple websites across the world. So that file could not be loaded, and then that brought down a whole load of things, a whole load of services from one thing. You know,
that's what it's all about, man.
So they own all these companies, man.
Yeah.
You just think it's some random event that took place. No, it's
that's why I said crowd strike. I was like, come on, it's in the name. We're going to strike the crowd and see how people react. That was a nomen omen right there, man. They did that shit on purpose. But as again, like the brother's saying, the elders saying, they're going to use that as a narrative, to paint a narrative of, oh, it was a mistake. How could this happen? How are we going to resolve this action? That's the order of KO, scenario that they perfectly want. To get you people, in that quagmire state, so you can accept the new world order. You're going to be running to them for help, and they're the ones setting you up, putting you in that trap. So the next time they do this, and they shut the whole system down for not even just a couple of hours, for days on days, and there's no electric light over there. Where is it? Is it in Nevada in one of them states?
Texas, people were crying for days saying they got, since that Hurricane Beryl hit, they ain't had no power for days, just like 7 days, crying. So imagine,
guaranteed to be all up.
the poles have been cut, half of the poles have been cut down, and that was done by Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, by the way, the Hurricane Beryl. You know, as a warning that America's going to be destroyed. But imagine if Esau just does that again, and America gets shut down for days on end, the whole all them 50 states. People gonna go into ape shit mode, man. People gonna riot, go crazy, man.
Well, you know, I don't know if you see any of the shorts on YouTube or whatever, man, but you know, that was going crazy, man. But that she ain't had no
electricity for
5 days or whatever the case may be. They're bugging up, man. So you imagine over a longer extended period of time.
Yeah. So imagine
these people already have to secure food banks because the refrigerator is gone. Food's gone, right? So they're gonna go line for food banks. Food banks can't feed the fucking world, man. How they can't? Yeah. So there's no people in the line. They're not gonna get shit.
Not gonna get
nothing.
Shit, man. So imagine all that happening, then on top of that, you ain't got no finance. Can't get into the banks. Yeah. Can't get no Wi-Fi. None of these things. And then you can't feed your family. On top of that, you people gonna be like that documentary that they did. The Blackout, man. American Blackout. It's gonna be like that overnight, man. America's just gonna go into a dystopian state. And over there in California, they already said they got 10 cities defecating, shitting on the roads in Oakland and all that. Because it's like homeless states and all that. So America's prime for basically straight civil unrest on the highest level. Trump is not gonna save America. So they make it worse. You know? People don't even realize.
Ezekiel 7:5. That said the Lord power and evil, and only evil, behold, is come.
I was going to say that for the Bangladesh situation, people are probably looking at that here from Sky News thinking that it's a far off situation that can never come over here. They've had like 800 prisoners just escape the prison and they're running rampage in the streets. If that happened here, people will be losing their minds.
They call that third world problems. You know, but you notice that these countries that we're living in supposed to be first world. They're becoming more third world like.
Yeah, but even in China happened a few days back. They had a bank run. Yeah. Bank shut down and people's going crazy, and then a week later, America goes through the same thing. So come on, man. These elites are working, man. They're setting the stage for this NOT to be. And the only ones that can see, as you said, the only ones that are woken to this whole matrix thing is the elect. The men of the hope for elect, man, around the 4 winds of the earth. They're the ones that's going to be able to avoid these situations.
We understand this place is not our rest. Yeah. So we're not looking for it to get back on its feet, to revive it. So fuck America, fuck England, fuck it all, man. Because the Most High are gonna send his son Yahweh Shai to establish his kingdom. That's our savior, right? And this place has to be destroyed in the for that to come. Right? So that's what the Most High is doing right now.
Yeah. That's why the Lord said lay up no treasures on earth, rather in heaven, because our faith and our salvation is in Yahweh Shai. It's not in this world. So if there's another bank run and people lose their wealth and goods and that, we don't give a shit, man. We don't care because we're not of this world anyway. The world hated us. You know, if it hated you, it hated the Lord first. Yeah? So we're not of this world, man.
Celebrate when things like that happen.
Yeah, when yesterday happened, I was panicking. I was like sniggering, like, you know, the little smiles you know, in the back of your head, you know.
Like, sure, if it affected us personally, it might be vexed if it fucking know, man. But at the same time, thinking this place needs to go down, man. Yeah, man. You know, that's how we are.
I thought they were gonna bring in a digital thing say, yeah, we gotta bring in the mark now. I thought they were gonna do that yesterday.
But this is the thing, they could offer anything like this. They could do something like this. And that's what I mean. We have to be in our mindset, we have to be ready all the time. If we're not trying to put off our day, we're not trying to do that.
That's why I opened up with the scriptures, be circumspect, you know, because the days are evil, man. That's right. Things can just, like it says, in one day, things can just change from good to bad in one day, man. All of a sudden, your life's in despair.
You know what was actually even funny? Like one of my old colleagues, he moved out to Canada, and he was basically on his flight back, innit, when all of this was happening. No, he was cool in the end, but it was just the fact that all this happened, he wasn't even know what was happening. Like, I sent him a message, and I was just like, "Oh, so you just about missed Microsoft ruining the world?" And then he joked, he laughed. He was like, "Oh shit, I just read it." I was like, "Right." Like, you know,
that's how it's gonna be. It's gonna be like a thing of suspense. The Lord said it in First Thessalonians. Someone wants to get it 5:3. Start verse 1. Because that chapter there explains the times that we're going to be in, man. And that's why you have to be circumspect, not in the spirit of darkness, like the rest of this world. Because they're all distracted by, you know, the things of this world, the folly of this world, the football, the sports, all the entertainment, the music, all that shit's just distractions, man. All the rap beefs, all that shit is distractions for what the real world's got, what's going on in the real world.
Like my man Blade said, man, the world you live in is a sugar-coated topic. There's a real world beneath it, man. The real world is what we're talking about. Fighting fucking spirits and demons, man.
Principalities in higher places.
Exactly, on the
the real.
left-hand side.
That's the real.
Fighting the elites, because the elites on our level, they're on the left-hand side fighting the same fight we're fighting. It's good versus evil, basically. Yeah. Like, we're not doing this like for fun and shit. Like, said we're going to be a spectacle to the world. We'll say we're prophets last. But the elites, they're fighting the same battle we're fighting, man. Like, they're on the side of Satan, spiritual people Satan. We're on the side of Yahweh Shai. Two opposing forces fighting for the. We already know who's going to be the victor anyway, but we got to play it out.
On that, we do it in the light. You know, we're out in the open going and telling them, and they're doing all of their things in the darkness, stuff like that.
Yeah, it's in the power of their mind.
That's it.
They already planned this shit a long time ago that they were going to shut down. Yeah, Klaus Schwab kept saying it's going to be a cyber attack. It's going to be a cyber attack. And then how many months later they shut the whole shit down?
But that's how they do everything gradually.
And they're so proud, they'll tell you they're going to do something before they do it. That's how proud this stuff is.
These decks, all these things, like we're awaiting another one. So we know what to expect. Just when.
That proves the Bowen's point about, because he's effectively prophesying.
And they'll say science, right? Probabilities and shit, right? But no, he knows. He's not fucking working on it. Gain a function, right? Right?
He still has
What these things he's doing.
They do prophesy what they're going to do before they do it. So it is a form of prophesying.
Well, it's so flat. Well, although they're doing it in wickedness, there are certain things that they do that I wouldn't praise. But basically, like for instance, they show patience, right? And they show, and they also show a determination for their goal, right? Which we can take and be like same traits. You know, to be patient, right? Wait upon the Lord. And then the scriptures also say that they basically they can't go to sleep lest they done wickedness.
Which is to say the difference being, because obviously they put in place what they've planned for a long time, because they believe they can do it, but it's a far off than necessarily see it. People, people died in the process trying to do this, right? But they rely on their own self. They believe in themselves. Okay, what we do, we believe in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. We can't do nothing of our own self. You know, they trust in the left hand side. Okay, we trust in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai on the right hand side.
Brother said May 1st, 1776. They had the 3 letters of the World War. Albert Pike. 3 letters of the letter of 3 World Wars from Albert Pike goes back to 1700, man. You know, they've always been planning these things, man. The Islamophobia and all these different things, the war over there in the Middle East. They've been planning these things, and now they're making it come to manifest in fruition, because the earth has been given into the hands of the wicked. But then, the spanner in the works is Yahweh Shai and us being in this truth. They didn't predict that we was gonna come up at the end and wake up to the fact that we're the true Israelites, and we're gonna praise our Lord and Savior Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, and He's gonna come and deliver us. They didn't count that part of their their intentions of their new world order.
And the fact that you said Spanner in the works, that Esau, Mosai is hilarious, right? The Mosai made Esau to be his own spanner, to fuck himself up, essentially as well. You know, he doesn't understand the role, the things that he's doing isn't gonna bring the desired effect that he wants.
Yeah, that's what I was.
You know, he's your utopia. You know, his paradise. It ain't gonna bring that. It's gonna bring his own destruction.
Exactly.
You know,
when you're about to fill his belly. Yeah, when he's about to fill his belly, then the Lord said He's gonna bring that.
All this shit he's doing, man, is all for nothing. Ultimately, it's all vain.
Yeah,
you know.
Job 5:12 disappointed the devices of the craft, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise.
And that's exactly what the Lord's about to do. Esau, what he's, seeing the final goal, him establishing his new world order. He's doing all these little pranks and drills and all that mock drills of situations of how he's going to present the new world order, how they're going to bring the fourth industrial revolution, and they think they're going to actually accomplish it. They're going to get a certain level with the MOT to the B, but that's as far as it goes.
They're so bold and proud to stay on the dollar bill, man.
Yeah,
you know, and New Correctives. You know, he's favored that enterprise. He believes he can go against the Heavenly Father, and you know his own gods, his own idols that he serves have blessed him. You know, but it's all fiction. That's it. They ain't gonna come to fruition. But the Lord said that you know there's only one power, and the Most High is against you, man.
The joy of the hypocrite is but for a moment. Yep. So you devils are going to do what you're doing, but all you're doing is playing into the hand of the Father on the left-hand side. Because he's the one that's making you design the seat, bring the seat forth to make people take it, so he can destroy everyone that he needs to destroy. That's the whole point of the Lord making people take the mark, so he can destroy people that take it. And you convicted yourself. You marked yourself to death. Yeah, that's it.
Psalms 49 and 11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever.
So Esau got a vain imagination, right? As I told you in Psalms 2, they got a vain imagination. They think their kingdom is going to go on forever. They think this is the kingdom of heaven. This ain't the kingdom of heaven. This is the kingdom of hell under these Edomites. The kingdom of heaven is going to be an everlasting kingdom under our Lord and Savior Yahweh Shai with the Israelites, man. Not no other nation. They're the only nation that's going to rule in this earth with righteousness, man.
They all kingdoms of the earth thought the same thing, and they all fell.
They all fell, man.
You know
why? Because Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai ruleth in the kingdom of men. And he set up kings and he bringeth down kings, man. The ultimate king and the king of kings is coming back by way of the chariots, what the white man calls UFOs, man, or UAPs. And he's coming back to conquer this earth. That's why in Revelation 6:2 or 6:1, it says Yahweh Shai came conquering on a white horse, came conquering on and came to conquer. And that's exactly what the Lord's coming to do. When he comes back, and we always say Yahweh Shai is not coming to negotiate with the UN and none of these people in the high government. He's coming to rule over them. He's coming to put them in subjection, man.
Yahweh Shai don't believe in democracy, man.
Yeah, he don't believe in no democracy.
He's a Democrat, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So that's exactly what the Lord's coming to do, coming to shut this thing down, man. The Lord's shut down, man. Fuck Skepta.
Their dwelling places to all generations. They call their land of their own name.
Yeah, so this devil's very proud, man. And Micah 2:1 told you the same thing. They're very covetous. No, but it's because the Lord put the power of this world into their hands, right? Just to show you that the Lord's fair. Give the power to every nation that to rule. See how they will handle and mistreat the earth, mismanage the earth.
But no one can say that, man, they're better than us.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, because they've always been in power of some sort and done wickedly with the power they had. Yeah. You know, so no one can say that, man, these men don't deserve to be in power, even though the Most High had it that we went off. You know, the Most High is going to make us righteous.
Yeah. Right. To clean us up.
Yeah, and these heathens can't say shit about it, man. Who are they to say anything, man? They're fucking wicked as well.
We're the best ones to rule anyway. The aristocracy best to rule are the children of Israel, but this world was made for our sake, right? This world was made for us to rule over, to take care, be carers of the earth. We're the real caretakers of the earth. Not these Edomites. It's obviously it's not Esau Edom, because all he does is destroy the earth. Yeah, he's a repellent. He's a natural repellent of the earth, man. That's why he was cast out of the Garden of Eden. The Lord cast him from the face of the earth, man, because he's a natural repellent. You know, he's against nature. He's against natural order of things. He's against righteousness. He's a spirit. He's basically a spirit of rebellion, man, that the Lord made on the earth to be a duality to the righteous spirit, which is Jacob. The earth rejects him. That's why he's always out around trying to change things, genetically modify things. He wants to change humans, man from male to female. He wants to do everything opposite to what Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai in the scriptures to do.
He wants to change Most High's creation.
Yeah.
For his purpose.
Mad scientist, Frankenstein technology. That's what Esau's about. Because he's rebellious against the Heavenly Father and his creation.
Book of Job 4:16. With him is strength and wisdom. Speaking about the Most High. The deceived and the deceiver are his.
And that's exactly what it is. So Esau is only playing fiddle to the Most High's rhythm. Esau is not playing to his own fiddle, man. He thinks he is because he has the technology and has the power, so to say. But it's a figment of his imagination, man. It's theatrics and deception.
He thinks he control his own destiny.
Yeah, he thinks he can control his own fate and all that. No one controls their own fate. Everything is like when the Rothschild died last year and all that, Jacob, Evelyn and all that, Eden Rothschild died, or the Queen dropped dead. She didn't have no inkling of when she was going to drop dead. The Lord was the one who said, on this day, this Queen bitch is going to drop dead. Sent the death angel, took her soul, man. Sent the Grim Reaper to go and collect her soul, man. And that was it. They dropped dead. They didn't have no plan on
or when they was going to drop. They didn't spawn, but at least they have to carry on their their business.
We have to meet in the next day.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? She never made
yeah,
them.
they never knew.
She never made
No
them,
one
man.
knows, man. Life, the power of life and death is in the hand of the Lord, man. He ruled he can everything for life. So no man can overtrump our watch. No man. Yahweh Shai himself had to go through a life and death experience from the heaven through the heavenly Father's ordinances, man. All in the flesh, man.
The bond of kings and gird up the loins of a girdle. You lead us away princes. You lead a princess away spoiled and overthrow us the might.
Yeah, so that there's no one that can overpower Yahweh Shai's word, man. His word stands the test of time. Everything the Lord said was going to happen from the beginning till now has happened, man. And we believe it through faith, even if we ain't seen it from times past. We believe through faith that these things have happened. Like Noah's flood, we didn't see the evidence of Noah's flood right now, but we believe that event happened because we have faith in Yahweh Shai's word, man. And that's what we're going to be saved from. That's what it is. It's about having faith. Because this world is not about faith, man. This world is about intrinsic and tangible goods. Vanity, intrinsic value, like seeing before believing, seeing believing type of thing. They don't have no faith in the unbelief, like the unseen. For the carnal. Yeah, they're more carnal than which is flesh. Yeah, they're more carnal than spiritual. So this world is carnal. Carnal minded enemy with the most right? So what's coming on the earth right now, man? You're gonna need to be spiritual, man. But this world, as you can see, plainly see, when it goes into panic mode, people just lose their fucking shit. They're carnal minded. They don't even believe in God in that moment. They're more crying to FEMA, they're crying to the government who's initiating their downfall at the same time. So when that cyber attack happened, you people crying for help from the government and that, but it's the government that fucking did the cyber attack. So why are you gonna go to the fucking people that's bringing the cause in the first place?
I was going to say, like by the very definition of faith itself, and Hebrews 11, it tells you stuff for things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. And then it gives you different accounts of men like Abraham, Enoch, and them that had faith, like in that very same manner. Like even when Abraham was told by the Lord, to essentially relocate, he didn't have geographical evidence like where he was going with people for him or his family, but he decided to make it.
So we're not blind, man. It's trust in the Lord. And we're all going to have to do that. The time to come.
Put it blind faith.
Right? Because when this shit goes down, and we're going to be like pilgrims on the earth, we know certain dwelling place, like we're going to be on the move. We're going to be traveling blind. We don't know where we're going to go. We're going to be moving in the spirit.
Just like a prime example. Go ahead.
That's where prayer is so awesome because, like, for instance, we mentioned what the Apostle Paul asked to do, right? And then immediately we see what happens. That's a big one. Like, bro, damn, that was quick.
That prayer works, man. And especially that vibration, because so many of us have been putting that vibration out. The Lord had to kind of answer us. He had to do something. And look what happened, man. Once shit happened, man. That just shows you the power of prayer, man. And that's what we're going to need in these last days, man. Fuck everything else, man. It's about having faith, prayer, believing in Yahweh Shai. He will deliver us out of all trouble, man. And the Lord says it, man. He keeps saying it. Beloved, trust in me and all that. Have faith in me. I'm going to help thee. The Lord says it, man. He's not a man that he shall lie. He's going to really help his men. Like, if that cyber attack thing went further and things happen where, brothers end up homeless and all that, brothers ain't going to be in that crazy guy in panic mode like me, running to the Tesco's and panic buying and all that. We're just going to be relying on the Lord, look, the Lord's going to make a way.
We're going to keep calm, man.
That's why these trial things, these things that happen, like the COVID thing happened, and that was another trial run for brothers how to see brothers, how they're going to react. Yeah, certain people went into panic mode, should I take it and all that, but the rest of the brothers was like, nah, man, we ain't taking no fucking no bid and all that, man. We ain't taking no vaccine. And then Apostle Elder Tahar, made it even more concrete in the faith and said, look, man, don't take no damn fucking vaccine shots and all that, serpent's poison. Just wait it out, man. If you lose your job, fuck it, man. Go in the faith, man. Have faith, man. Because you can't go on holiday and all that. Fuck it, man. When brothers go on holiday, brothers are doing the work. We ain't got no time to be going on holiday anyway. Brothers are always doing this work, man. So fuck it, man. If things go sour, let it go sour. The Lord will make a way. And lo and behold, 2-3 years later, you see what's happened. You see the results. A lot of people dropping dead because they took that serpent's piss, took the serpent's poison. But the men of the Lord are still around, man, standing strong, holding fast to that, holding fast to this truth, maintaining the faith. The same thing's going to happen when the MOT to the D comes to pass, man. Esau's going to come down in great wrath. These people are going to go into panic mode. All these people in the park, enjoying themselves, going about their day. The Saturday they're at the pubs, drinking and all that. These people are going to take that sea hit, man. They're all going to line up in droves, fighting each other like they already said earlier, to take that fucking ship, man. Because they're not going to know no better. They're going to be none the wiser the times that we're living in. And the men of the Lord, as the scripture says, to be circumspect, we're always watching, man. We're always on point. We know that when it comes to pass, which it will come to pass, we're going to know how to react, man. We're going to remain sober-minded. That's when Isaiah 33:6 comes into play. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time. The fear of the Lord should be the strength of your salvation, man. You have to fear Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man, in these last days too. So a lot of these guys are coming to find out Sakaris and all that. They don't fear Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. That's why you're hearing all the rhetoric that's coming out of their mouths, man. The filthy communication with regards to the doctrine. You're coming to find out a lot of men are in this truth for their own self-will, their own gain. They don't really fear Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. But anyway, we've got a precept, Revelation 13.
Revelation 13 and 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
And the image of the beast represents this new digitalized system that they're going to bring forth through the blockchain or the CBDC, whatever you want to call it. It's going to be a new digitalized system, man. A digital wall, as brothers call it. A mark, a printed mark that you're going to put underneath your skin, and that's going to be your new way of buying and selling, or your new way of traveling around society, transport, getting on flights, biometrics and all these different things, or going to work, or even getting access to certain things like your car and all that. That's going to be the new form of buying and selling as well, man. That's what's coming in.
It just represents transactions, man.
Transactions and, tracking and tracing.
And if you don't have the authority to do that, if you don't have the permitted way to do that, then how can you participate in that?
Yeah.
Yeah. If your currency ain't worth shit no more, or it's no longer legal tender, what are you gonna do?
Yeah. And what it's like people who are in that cycle, they can't be unbanked. What is it, unbankable they call them?
Yeah.
Like they haven't got a fixed address, so they can't get a bank, and they can't get a fixed deposit because they haven't got a bank.
Yeah, digital ID solves that issue, and then you can bank the unbanked, so they can have a bank account and get paid.
Yeah.
Well, what they're gonna get paid? They ain't got no job. What they're gonna get paid? Those credits, those universal basic income shit, those benefits, right? But that's they funny enough, they're trying that everywhere in the world, right?
Yeah.
And they're talking about it more and more as a real thing that's gonna come.
Yeah.
So you're gonna security, right? And so like once you get that fixed payment coming in, you can only accept it if you got it.
Yeah.
If you ain't got it, you can't accept it, right? And in the time of hell, when everything's going down, you're gonna want security.
Yeah.
That's the only place you're gonna find it. If you're of a carnal mindset, that's the only place you're gonna find it, right? And so people are gonna trust in Esau and take what he's offering.
Yeah. Especially with this AI.
The convenience of it.
Especially with AI revolution as well, because a lot of jobs, people are being fooled and told that, we're gonna make the AI work to make your productivity better, but it's gonna in a couple of years time, it's gonna wipe out a lot of these jobs.
The AI is gonna work in the favor of who created it. Whatever the parameters are, that's what it's going to operate as.
And there's already a lot of talk about the need for government to get ready to give people universal basic income on a mass scale because a lot of jobs are
Well, they were getting money during the pandemic, man. They were getting high. I'm not sure, I'm not sure what that.
That's the same thing they was doing during the whole pandemic. Yeah, they was paying people off that wasn't able to work. Yeah. A lot of people turn onto universal credit at that time as well. Yeah. Even workers as well.
Even to back what the Bobo was going into. A lot of these, we work with you people, man. A lot of you are incompetent anyway, man. A lot of these companies can actually, Musk proved that. He basically fired most of Twitter, and then because and that's when we once again we're amongst you people. We've been sent out, we're spying out the land. We know what a lot of you people in these companies are surplus to requirements, and when the time comes, your jobs are gonna go because you can run a lot of these companies lean. It's just bloat that they've added over the years. And you know who's going to be majority affected? Women. Minority, yeah.
Yes, well, it's moving away from people. Yeah, the need of people. It's moving away from machines and technology, AI and shit. That's what they're moving towards.
Yeah,
You know, automation.
Yeah.
They don't need people. Fucking Amazon got hardly no any fucking workers, man. You know what I'm
Brother
saying?
used to work, probably used to work for Amazon.
Yeah.
You know, like 5 years ago, used to actually work for coming on them coaches every night, going into slave ships, plantation, do their little 12-hour shift. Now they got fucking machines that Terminator.
They got robots doing surgery.
Yeah.
You know, they got fucking AI making up movie scripts and shit. You know what I mean? People don't need it, man.
organisms taking over.
So what do we do with you then? At least what do we do with you?
Yeah, that's
Part
why
of the equation is get rid of something.
That's why they call the people useless eaters, man. Destroy them. They're gonna get rid of them, man.
They're gonna put you on bug snacks, right?
The ones that they don't get rid of, they're gonna make sure that you take that CE technology. That's what it's all about, depopulation, man.
It's just William Gates said that.
Yeah. CrowdStrike they call it CrowdStrike for I'm telling you. This is crowd control. They want to, depopulate a lot of people on the earth. That's what part they want in their main, their mantras or manifestos, man.
Brings out. It's Isaiah 30 verse 1 says, "Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me."
Yep.
So we're more concerned what the Most High has said, you know, because he's the ones in control. He's one that's laid these times out for us to understand, right?
Yeah.
So everything's been prophesied, everything's been predicted and given to us to understand what's going on right now, right? So we're concerned about what the Most High said, because we don't do what the Most High said. The Most High is gonna have an issue with us, right? Those that are not concerned, you're going to fall right into the trap.
Yeah. So,
you know, this is, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. Because the path that these men are going down that are being ignorant of the Most High's word are just adding problems themselves, man.
At this point, well, at this point, I mean, the truth is that it got starting off, the post gone down, right? This truth has been out there, because I even remember certain conversations that I had when I was in like maybe early secondary school. And I remember hearing, but now I think back, I'm like, oh, that's what basically the person that said, yeah, man, even get like white people that say, that white people are evil, something like that. Right, but now I'm thinking, oh, that must have been like an Israelite foreigner or something that was out there speaking about those things. So this word has been out there. So at this point, it is willful ignorance, man.
And everybody and their grandma knows about the mark of the beast.
Yeah.
Everyone's heard of that somewhere, somehow, right?
yeah,
And it's been spoken about for a long time. But this truth is coming out to what it really is, right? But people don't want to accept what it is that we're teaching, for instance, right? They want to believe it's something else. Oh, it's a tattoo. It's this and that. You have 66 tattoos on your head, or it's an embargo, or it's white women, or some stupid shit, right? Go on.
No, you can say, but you people will do that thing where they will basically start saying it's everything else, that they're okay with something because they know that this is an eventuality. And they want to be okay in their own mind about a particular
thing. They enjoy being in denial.
Yeah. So it's too late.
A woman's a perfect example. You get women that are over a certain age, and I've never wanted kids anyway, so no, it's too old to have.
And the reason why they stay in denial is because they don't want to change.
Yeah. They don't want to take accountability for their wicked acts. Because when they be held blameless. Yeah.
They want to be able to trust in Esau. Yeah. Right, so they don't want to accept him as the devil, that he's going to be doing all this crazy, evil shit. Because he couldn't possibly do that, right? Because he's the white man. But look at all the evil shit he's done.
Look at the shit you did last night, man.
You know what I'm saying?
People would shut down your bank account and stuff, but he did it. Because he doesn't give a fuck.
I mean, he didn't mean it. Argued by accident. It's a mistake.
People got families and kids who were stuck in airports for hours on end, trying to get the next flight out of the country. Don't even know if they're going to make it to their back home and all that. You know what I'm saying? Esau doesn't give a shit, man. He wants you to be, defenseless. He wants you to be in panic mode. He wants you to cry and speak to power for him to help him. And then he's still going to put you down there. Yeah, there was partying down the street. There was partying while people couldn't even go to bury their own families, man. They didn't give a shit. They're partying at your expense, man. That shows you Esau's the devil. They have people hugging their grandparents. People taking the piss, man.
You've got a lot to pay for, man.
Taking the piss.
But as we're going into, right, people are still going to trust this devil when it's time.
Yeah. They're not like vegan,
Yeah, verse 2 says that walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. As you trust in the system way too much, man. Because you don't see nothing else outside of the system. Yeah? You don't believe anything else outside the system, so you kind of have to trust it. Whatever Esau does, you'll be on board with it. Oh, really? That's what there's no other option. Because Esau kind of manipulated and cornered. Yeah. There's nothing else. But we're not cornered. We're not cornered. The Lord got our back. Yeah. But we ain't cornered, man. Just like the boys of the Red Sea, we weren't cornered. Back when it was against the ball, but we wasn't cornered. Most side dealt with it.
Are free, that's right. We ain't got those spiritual chains in our minds, man. Spiritual chains have been unlocked by Yahweh time. So he opened the door for us. That's why we're out here warning our people at the time to come. Certain people are starting to think that what we're saying. See the comments in the comments, people like even people from the world are saying, no, stay out. Videotape the damn snap on. None of the police, man, the guys are fucking shit. No one's responding, man. Like, come on, that's a fucking state threat.
They said, why didn't you have no one, from the roof? Yeah. So, because it was too steep. My man was on the fucking roof, though. Yeah. Why couldn't you be there? That's just a pussy statement to make. Oh, no, it was too.
A week before this, all the grounds,
all the vantage points.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? They would have show you that shooter 24 and all that president assassinations and all that. Basically, that was a Hollywood script that was played out.
That's what they do.
Risk assessment. And they show you they always got a patsy, it's got a, someone to take a fall. Like they show you Mark Wahlberg shooter, someone to take a fall for a false assassination, all that. There's always two shooters, all this other shit, man.
They start blaming everyone's trying to look and blame the one, but it's like, no, it wasn't. This was a whole agency. It isn't just one man goes and does it. No, this is a person there, there's a person there. This is something that happens over time, right? But this is part of the scriptures. And when Chip, I fucking grab it real quick. It's about crafty counsel, man. This is
you read it earlier, Job 5 and 12.
Yeah,
that word crafty.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
it's a Psalms 83 and 3. They have taken both. Really, it was the one it's more specific, J, right? But it's still that whole concept of a craft counsel, man,
which means to be under the web.
Yeah,
that word craft goes back to the same word craft in Genesis. We'll talk about Esau, the serpent being more cunning than other.
Actually, this is the one I actually mentioned. This is Psalm 64 and 2, Bombay. This is hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. Right, and that was something that they had put together in a room somewhere. Yeah, like, yo, this is what we're gonna do. Yeah. Right, so we're gonna analyze the response and actually turn up the knobs of this hate that we're seeing. Right, as the elder was going in to cry.
Yeah, the one in Genesis more crafty than any other.
Yeah.
So that's the same word. Yeah, more subtle. But that's what the word means, under the web. Because these devils are the ones behind the scenes controlling everything, like the Wizard of Oz. So that when it comes to time, they pick the time and seasons. They do their little incantations. They look at the stars and the heavens, and they do little rituals, sacrifices. Funny enough, July 13th. What's July 13th? Basically, witchcraft. Same day they got Bohemian Grove, worshipping a 44-hour named Molech. So it's all based upon witchcraft. That same day of that false assassination attempt, they were supposed to be in a Bohemian Grove doing incantations and all that for their new world order. So it all goes back to witchcraft. Like we basically started off this whole life, was all talking about breaking down this whole world is based upon the foundations of witchcraft, man. That's the source power on the left-hand side. It's works towards the state. So we already hit to this. That's why we was going to read Ephesians. We already hit to the dimension of this world and what's really going on, the real world that we're talking about, man. You understand that's the force of nature that we're fighting against on the right-hand side. We're trying to warn our people against it, but they don't seem to understand that. But this is a spiritual war that's going on, man. This ain't just really out here speaking for no reason. Yeah. This is a spiritual battle, man.
You also understand, man, our people are not going to get this. Okay, they're sacrificed to the Most High. The Most High is going to give them up.
That's wicked. They rejected the money. Oh, yeah. can't laugh. You got mock when your fear cometh, man. You don't laugh when your fear comes. You got mock when your fear cometh. You don't laugh when calamity. Because he rejected his knowledge, man. He rejected salvation.
I'll grab that. Proverbs 1:22. How long, you simple ones, will you love simplicity?
Now people are simple. The ones that believe that Trump's going to save America, they're simple as hell, man. The ones that want to vote and always thinking the voting, their vote matters and all that shit. They're simple as hell. So his children, the Lord calls them very foolish.
So that word simple there, H6612, right? Pataya in the Hebrew, right? One of the definitions is what silly, i.e. stupid.
Easily led. I was thinking that in my head. I was like, that's Jake, man. They're dead, man. That's why the Lord, that's why the Lord won't destroy the majority of birds, which are men, women, and children, man.
Yeah.
The Lord won't wipe you lot out. You guys have been voted and gone. You guys all the way it's sick, man.
This is why it's important to understand who it is that we're dealing with, who we're talking about here. We're talking about Esau, the wicked, right? You need to question everything. Everything. You got to question it, man, because this guy's not straightforward, man. He never has been. He's got agenda, yeah, he got different motives. Yeah, you got different types of motives, man.
Yeah.
So you have to question all these things. Yeah.
Well, like we said, he covers all grounds, man.
Yeah.
Like we were speaking about earlier. Esau covers everything. He even covers the opposition, man.
Yeah.
He has paid opposition that will come against the so-called government, the globalists, and all that.
The globalists.
Act like they're in defense for the people, when really they're working for the same fucking agency, man.
You can't take nothing for face value, man. Can't take nothing for
Everything's
face
so
value.
deceptive.
You know what it's like? It's like when you go in and you start, it's personal or aerial, but then you look at the back, it's Procter and Gamble, both of them.
Yeah.
Why?
That's how you know it's a matrix,
Make
man.
you feel like you got the choice.
Yeah.
That's how you know that's how you get illusion of choice. That's how you know it's the matrix, man. And these men are covering every aspect of society, everything, everything that they've quantified it in their heads of how everything's going to result, how people are going to react to this, and how we're going to, have. They got A, B, C, D.
Perform the diligent search.
Yeah, exactly. They got everything planned out. But the only thing they haven't got planned out is that they're going to lose their kingdom and they're going to go into slavery. There's no way for them to defeat that. No matter what they do, it's always going to end up with them losing their kingdom, them going into slavery under the Israelites, man. They can't stop the Habashah. No matter how many satellites they put in the air, how much defense systems that, the Star Trek movie, space, what I'm saying? They got all that shit trying to Lord. They ain't gonna be able to stop the Lord Yahweh Shai from coming back. That's the only thing they can't do. And they can't stop the Israelites from waking up from the street.
Parent company.
Yeah.
And the parent companies always stay quiet. You never read. They got a little logo on the bottle of fucking shower gel you buy or some shit. You know what I mean? They don't know nothing about it.
Have their masters. They have the answers. To be level. It's like the 33 degrees of basic. That's when they reveal that. Like the guy that used to come to the camp.
Yeah.
He said, I haven't fixed that level. He said he was a grandmaster.
I think we told him that he was saying we just worship God.
Yeah, but he said he was a grandmaster.
Right. Yeah.
I said, yeah, but that level. Because when we speak about certain topics, he was like, we don't talk about these kind of things. He was on a domestic level.
Yeah, but I remember when the Cap used to speak about those things, even when it gets to that 33, there's levels beyond that. They don't even know a lot of shit still. They've not been let in.
You have to be like Alistair Crowley type to be divulged type the real NWO agenda, or you have to be straight up bloodline of the Rothschild or some shit like that for them to divulge what's really going to happen.
Remember when he was like, we don't worship Satan.
Yeah, he said that.
We worship Jesus.
Same thing. Same fucking thing.
That just shows you what level he was on. He was on a domesticated level. He wasn't on a high level.
Stupid.
But that just shows you this kind of management in that field, man. So it gets delegated out of this field.
Oh, he actually got less votes than people. Yeah.
And then when you even go into it, like about 2/5 of his cabinet was funded by the small hats directly, so he's getting the same funding that the Conservatives.
But that's a racist party.
All goes back to them. They're the ones that finance all their campaign.
But that was the only option that you had for all of them.
Don't waste the time.
Psalms 37 and 45. I have seen the wicked in great power.
Right? And Esau is in power, right? The earth is being given into the hands of the wicked. Who is that? Look, a white man. There's no real debate about that. Really, it shouldn't be. Right? And so therefore he is Esau, he is the Edomite man that's about. He's gonna be ruling in the last day. It's not hard no more. It's really not. It's so much videos done about it. It's not hard to get. It's not hard to understand.
And spreading himself like a green bay tree.
Right, with them in Ethiopia, there was a period of time when they were just known for a famine, you know, but they were rulers of the world at some point, man. Yeah.
I was trying King David. Abraham had 8 people out of that 18. It was only the tribe that was gonna promise was gonna be given unto one, which was Isaac, and then from Isaac it went to Jacob. That's the line of the promise, man. The Lord said out of Jacob's loins were gonna come kings and priests, man. Out of his loins, man. But that promise is never ending, man. That promise is still stands to this day. God is still holding on to that covenant he made with our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. We're waiting for the fulfillment. Yahweh shall return, man. And that's what Esau doesn't want. He wants his birthright back. But his birthright was already taken from him in the beginning.
Sold it. Finished.
He already lost the birthright.
Transaction done.
Yeah. Even before he was born, the covenant was made.
Is that Lord said? Lord, that's my said it. About let me grab it.
Yeah, before he was born, the covenant was made with Abraham and Isaac. And then it went to Jacob, man. He was never supposed to go to Esau in the first place. That was just the Lord playing with this story. Yeah, for story's sake, the Lord was playing with it, man. And the Lord couldn't do that.
Oh, and also it's become a stumbling block. Say, you stole it. Nah, anyway,
it was never for you, man. Because before that, it was given to the sons of God. Who were the sons of God today? Children of Israel.
Can I read this? Just on that whole blessing thing that Esau sold, right? He sold it. Okay, Jacob didn't steal it, even though he supplanted him. Right? He sold it, right? And the Yahushua said this, Matthew 16 and 26. For what is a man profited if he should gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Lost, bro. Lost. There's nothing you can pay now. There's nothing you can give in return to get that back. You're finished. Right? That's why he's so fucking butthurt, though. Because he only knows that, and the only way I can possibly get it is by force. Yeah. If I force it.
Yeah, so the Lord gave you a test. You can reach the heavens, stars in the heavens, and reach the bottom of the ocean.
No, and it was funny.
Yeah,
you couldn't.
Destroy my children. You can't do it. You can't do it. You can't do it. But you can't seek out the whole heaven. You can't. Infinite. You can't seek out the depths of the ocean. That's just the world.
So what should a man give in exchange for his soul? There's nothing decent to do. Huh? He's fake things still.
You're right in a lose situation, say. But like Robert is saying, it's a story that has to play out. Good be bad and all that. The wicked versus the righteous. This is a story that has to play out, man. This is the villain and the hero. We just so happen to be the heroes, man.
The unlikely one.
Yeah.
Unlikely hero.
Yeah, the underdog. We're the underdogs, but really we're the greatest of the whole story.
It's going to be revealed.
I'm thinking I would say it was the them don't the bread the first thing you said was nice but not this my brother don't. No, but you got people like I was hungry for potted and he said, yeah, fuck the birthright. Let's give me that.
Esau's not spiritual. He ain't got no faith, no patience. We got patience in wickedness, but he got no faith in the Most High. He got that doesn't exist with him. No, he's like an opposing force in the earth against Heavenly Father. That's what he is.
Yeah, Satan, Shaitan means adversary.
Mhm.
Means an adversary, enemy, an opposing force. The righteous.
And that's what Esau is, man.
Yeah.
No, but like, again, that's all folly. If you can set up to do that, knowing that there's no victory for you there. You can't go against the Heavenly Father. It's impossible. You know, where the Most High got a sign for you is what's been given to you, man. And that's it. Can't fight this.
Can't fight us. Exactly. It's a beautiful thing to see, man. Like that's the word of the Lord playing out as we speak, it's manifested. Now it builds up our faith, a faith feature, man. That the word of the Lord is true. Every time the prophecy comes to pass, references back to the scripture, like, oh shit, it said it was gonna happen. It's happened. Yesterday, happened today, happened. You know what I'm saying? It's happening, man. So lo and behold, before we know it, it'll be months from now, whenever. They're gonna mandate a chip everyone around the four into the earth. I don't know how they're gonna do it, how they're gonna introduce it, but it's definitely gonna be breaking news situation. And it's gonna be a worldwide thing. And the Celtic Revelation 3 and 10 is gonna be a test for the whole world, man.
Gonna get the university back.
Yeah. They're gonna do some shit, some type of alert.
Take your ass down to the nearest
Clinician or whatever, and get the C hit and do that. But when that happens, we're gonna be like, look, see, mark of the beast come to pass. And then IUIC, they're gonna go run into the hill. They're gonna be scratching their heads. What's going on, man?
But Nate's gonna get a lot of pressure on them.
Nate's gonna disappear, man. That guy's gonna be like the island that he is. He's gonna disappear.
Or vacate.
Yeah, he's gonna go for emergency vacation or something. These congregations left scratching their asses, not knowing their ass to behold it, what's going on. They're gonna be lining up to take that skin.
I wish they lead back to where I was before. Back in Isaiah 19.
Yeah,
not 19.
Civil War is definitely coming to the Americans. All that war's coming to them. America's going to turn into like brother said, a bloodbath. It's going to be a war zone, man. Straight out war zone in America very soon. The enemy of the state is going to be the American citizen. Biden's going to ain't going to be no fighting on Middle Easterns and all that. The enemy, the threat is going to be American citizens, man. Domesticated terrorists and all that. That's what he's going to label you.
Yeah, but that's why once again they be doing all these different styles, these university college sit-ins where it's like, oh, we felt unsafe, or these just don't stop all pros, because right now there's a big woo-ha because of just stop all guys got arrested for like 5 years, not arrested, but in prison for like 5 years. The protest that they wanted to do, but I was thinking about it. According to the UK law from a while back on what a terrorist actually is, they were going to do an act of terrorism. Can't stop infrastructure, huh? Okay, according to those rules. So that judgment is rightly on point. But even in the way they acted it out, right? It's just showing you that look, man, certain things are going to start changing, man.
It's Lord's doing. Well,
Yeah, I just want to finish Isaiah 30 up again. I'm reading verse 2. So they walked to go down into Egypt and have not asked in my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt.
Like fucking thing, the Quran, that's get certain of these Jake, they'll be in so-called Christian church, but they'll be the Most High. They don't actually, when you really speak, they don't actually believe in the Most High. They have no fear of the Most High.
Their God's other white.
Exactly.
Their God's a fourth Messiah, man.
Because she says the beginning of the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, of paraphrase. And they, when you see by the way they do, what the things that they talk about, and then when you actually try to break the scriptures down to them, then it's gothic. Yeah. Yeah.
Have a conversation.
Yeah. Well, they want to sound like they are by saying a few words. It's like I remember on where was it? Man? Vocab's comment board, man. Not that or not was it IUIC that don't let you post scriptures. But even then, you bring up scriptures on vocab and that, no matter get at you, man. they'll get upset. Why? Why would you get upset with versus scripture? Yeah. What's wrong with that? It's not like we're bad, we're just cussing man out or no, we're not bringing scriptures, man. But they the words doesn't vibe with them, man.
It shows they're not on the level.
It's against you.
We're supposed to be call yourself apologists. You can't even break down the debate. Defend the scripture, not even debate. Bring here to debate, but defend the gospel, man.
They come with conjecture, man.
Yeah. Circumvent.
Verse 3, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion.
Yeah, because now you've immortalized this guy Trump. He's going to be your shame and now he's going to bring forth that seed. You're going to be forced to take.
I thought he was going to protect us. I thought he was going to save us. He ain't doing none of that shit.
He's going to make America great again. The whole of it,
He said everything will be alright. He said we're going to eat. None of those things are going to materialize, man. You trust in the wrong thing.
wants to further you more into slavery.
The Most High said, my servant shall eat. That's who we trust in. We trust in the Lord to provide us in that day. You know? We ain't got to trust in Trump or trust in fucking Keir Starmer or these fucking dickheads. We ain't got to trust in that. We ain't got to trust them.
They're the enemy.
Exactly.
That's why
Trust not the enemy. We don't have to trust them.
Jake's like gone, like you don't even understand who your enemy is. He's sitting right before you. He's telling you to do. Ready to devour you.
Like that, and the Lord's like, how they operate, man? We all fucked up and shit, but they seem alright. They ain't take the shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's gonna be different.
You know, it's the same thing with the V. Like, some man didn't take it, right? It's like, how are these men walking around? They ain't got sick at night.
More healthy.
You know what I'm saying? But we took it. Now we're getting all fucked up. That's exactly what's gonna happen. Because they're taking that the MOTV, man, they're cause you all kind of fucked up shit. Yeah, grievous sores in your body, man.
Yeah.
Before you get burnt out.
And then he thought, like, why are you gonna want to in
Boy,
like
you trust that devil inside you.
that's
That's why the Lord can't deliver you. Once you make the movement to that devil and you're taking his mark, basically, yeah, you basically sold your soul to the devil, man. You can't accept you after that. You have to put
Pick your team, innit?
yeah, you make your alliance. You have to put the blood off, innit? You actually have to cut your skin, cut your blood, put that that seed underneath the skin where your forehead is a blood off. Once you make a blood off, you can't go back from it, man. You have to die. You have to die.
because that card is a foot by itself. So I can't feel a woman.
Let's read that anyway. Carry on with that.
I was gonna get this. This is Isaiah 33:6. It says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, the strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh is his treasure.
That's why things like yesterday, you mentioned cyber attack or false assassination attempt. That's why you gotta have wisdom, man. You can't just believe everything that's on the news. You gotta have the Lord said be wise, man. You gotta be able to look around and be like, have a mind that everything you're seeing is real. People was like, no, something fishy's going on there. Man. Everything doesn't seem like. At first, when breaking news came, and then everyone's seeing it on live stream, the 1 minute the president's talking, next minute shots are ringing off. That shock value, for shock value.
When I first heard that,
I already knew straight away.
This is what I'm saying. Before you even knew it, before you even got that ticket, I said, wait, why did they prank the set up?
Yeah, it was a set straight out. And then,
if he died, I'm like,
yeah.
But even that could be
that would have been a set up.
But they'll make a bar out of it. But
things are starting unraveling more and more footage.
Yeah.
People got their phones out and all that, started recording, so it just made it evident this is a fucking stage defense. So that's why you gotta have wisdom.
That distrusting mentality that we have towards boys, what the first mindset you gotta have. You distrust what you see. Yeah. Right? You gotta have it. You gotta criticize it, man. Then add up the information or whatever, then come to your conclusion based on what things you know in the scriptures.
It's like I think of Hosea 4:6, man. So people are destroyed for enough lack of knowledge. But one of an important bit of knowledge is understanding who your enemy is.
That's right.
And then as such, not to trust these people. That's about a lot of our people will listen to Dr. Falsify, right? And basically be like, whoa, why would you want to be hurt? Because he needs it.
You need a man.
That's
the only motive he needs.
The enemy.
The only motive he needs.
And you look throughout history, the track record of how many times they tried to, biologically destroy our people, all these different things, it adds up.
And then they try to do that reverse psychology. I know we treated you bad in the past, and but we're gonna let you do this first.
That should have been the biggest red flag.
Fuck off, man.
That should have been the biggest red flag. Yeah,
man. Must be out your fucking skull, man. But Jake was running though. Jake was running all of this. You know, because you got the most fucking healthy. You know what I'm saying? He had you there, innit? But fuck that, man. You know your enemy is, man. You don't trust him with anything.
Yeah. But that's why one of the things I observed over the TV, how every nation had certain things that attacked them.
Yeah.
In America, you need to have your job for healthcare. Yeah. So they said you can't have a job if you ain't got this thing. Yeah. Right? And that's why you had loads of it. And once again, Jake is food.
And if he gets it, what the fuck is the food?
It's all fear-mongering. Fear-mongering. That's how they're going to do it. And that's what they're going to do now. It's all fear-mongering. They're going to do more psyops, more fucking all that appeal scenarios there to get you back you into the corner to accept it. And the majority of the people, they're going to fall into that snare. Only one's is not going to fall into that snare, saying that.
I remember when it came out and said, yeah, I did your Lamar lad. That's it. Anyway,
so much misinformation going around, man. They're trying to blame you, every person for it. But they was going back the same country things all the fucking time.
Yeah. Then there was a guy, one of our Johnson's advisors that came out and he was like, yeah, so we miscounted it. You might have been hit by a box and then we would have registered that as a related death and all that. So
I love the fact that they came out here about the percentages of elimination, right? And how low it actually was. Because we were saying for a long time, but that was madness. Couldn't say that at the time. You know, we had to hype it up. We had to hype up how deadly it was, right? And then at the end of it, it was only 0.01 like we was going into.
Yeah.
You know, normal flu is higher than that.
You know what was even more effed up about that? So in when you look at like statistics and stuff, after a pandemic, the following years you're supposed to have a lower than normal excess death because the people that every year there's a set amount of people are going to die, right? But say 10% more died in the year before, you'd expect less people to die this year. But that's not what we saw with the CV. We actually saw that after the thing, it actually increased, which actually means significantly more people.
I wonder why. More damage than good.
That he advertised, and then every flu season they basically will try and assume what type is going to get more coming, and that's what they basically the drive, but they never get the right because there's always so people could have looked at that basic information and thought, wait a second, if they can't fix that, how the hell are they gonna in a year?
It's so great at manipulating information.
The book of Psalms 94 said, shall be a throne of iniquity of fellowship with thee, which framest mischief by law.
Right? They're putting up all these things for us to do, to follow. For what purpose? For their own wicked agendas, man. You know? That's what
one of them is.
That's right. And then whatever the next one will be. You know, but like I say, it's going to culminate in being the MOTB that's being pushed. You know? That's the ultimate. That's the ultimate test.
That's why you have to remain wise, man. You have to be wise in these last days, man. You can't live in ignorance. Ignorance is not fit. You have to find out, man. They gather themselves together against the sword of the righteous and condemn the innocent blood. Yep.
Thessalonians 5:1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you.
Yeah, the times and seasons that we're living in is detrimental. That's why you've got to measure that the time diligently yourself is going to be. Because that lets you know that we're not in a time, we're in some serious times, man. Ecclesiastes told you there's time for everything. But what you got to base on the basis of everything that's happening in front of earth right now, what time are we living? We're living in the time of love, bearing, sharing all this madness, man. It's not, we're not in that time. We're in a time of around the whole world. It's the spirit of war and civil unrest and people rebelling against governments, sedition. That's the spirit of the earth right now. That's the times that we're living in. You should be able to put out the time. This just like you know how the seasons come. That's how you're supposed to know what time you're living on the earth. But people are just in dismay, or the time that the people are just in warland. You know, they're in the twilight zone when it comes to prophecy. Right? When something bad like the Hurricane Beryl and all that, people don't even measure that. They don't understand that the Lord's pissed off. He's bringing judgment upon Jamaica. You're out there gallivanting and twerking in the middle of the street on cop cars. Even after the hurricane, I've seen videos of Jake still partying and bullshitting, man. Like Jake just don't get it, man.
And people dying and shit, you know what I mean? And they're out there being fucking
Jake just don't get it. In Trench Town or whatever that place is, and they want to party in the streets like it's carnival. Got jacked up with a hurricane not a week ago, man.
Say real quick, like people in this world, they look at all of these events as isolated. Oh, there was a hurricane. Oh, there was an assassination. Oh, there was this. But we, through the Spirit, are able to be like, no, this is all one thing. This is all the judgment of the Most High.
You see the bigger picture. They don't. And that's why it says that even though the Lord's going to jack our people up, they're not going to turn from their wickedness, man. Tells you that in Zephaniah 3, tells you that in 2 Ezra 16. Even though the Lord's bringing these scourges, they're not going to turn from that for amendment. They're not going to turn from their wickedness. That's why the Lord's going to have to keep jacking their asses up. That's why the Lord's going to have to bring that MOT to the beat. So you're going to have to take that mark, and then the Lord's going to have no choice but to destroy you.
Well, that's what I was saying before. With that whole hurricane thing, you get the fucking idiots out there twerking and dancing and shit, man. It's all right when it's not happening to you. When you're not the one that's dead, isn't it? Right. But the next one that comes, it could be you in it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And the Most High is really just, he's testing people, man. Yeah, and he's taking people out here and there, here and there, here and there. Yeah. See how you're going to react. Yeah. See if you're going to fix up on them. It's the same for the Canaanites, right? Yeah. But these men are not fixing up. And so next time it comes, you in the fucking hurricane, you know, the house dropped on your head or some shit. You know?
Yep. Judgment, man. Judgment.
If we yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord shall come as a thief in the night.
Yeah, why does it say that? Because it means the time of the day when the Lord's going to appear that no man knoweth. Yeah. Unexpected. You know, the Lord likes to do with an element of surprise, man. He likes to catch people when they're slipping. But, you know, us being in this truth, knowing this word, knowing this truth, having the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai in our minds, like having a spiritual power, that spiritual mark, Abba Ratazah, Zeman, judgment, we're hit to the times that we're seeing the signs of the Lord's second coming.
So we don't speak as other men do.
Gonna read it. So we're just watching and we're seeing the plot play out, man. We're seeing the signs, seeing them tokens play out, and we're like, yeah, like getting closer. It's like Esau got that doomsday clock. How do you know it's 90 seconds to midnight when all hell goes? Because they're watching on the left-hand side. They're watching through their astrologists and all that, and monthly prognosticators, they're witches and warlocks on the left-hand side. So they got an inkling that, yeah, we're getting closer to this time. Yeah, the new world order, we need to do this now. Try for this time, you know, the sun alignments with this and that, aligning, the Orion belts and all this shit. So now this is the time for us to do the sacrifice. They're watching on the left-hand side, man. But it's in wickedness. Yeah? But we're watching on the right-hand side in righteousness through Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. So, you know, we constantly got to be watching those. You know, that's why the Lord calls us watchmen. We're supposed to be on our watch, on the tower, constantly watching, man, on our brigade. So we know when that hour comes. But no man knows the time, like the scripture says, no man knows the day or the hour except the Heavenly Father himself, like Yahweh Shai. But that's why we still need to be on point, man. Yeah.
But ye brethren are not in darkness, that ye should that day should overtake you as a thief.
Yeah, because the Lord's warned us what's going to happen. He told us, look, it's going to be earthquake in diverse places. It's going to be sedition. It's going to be a rebellion in the cities, forced assassination. It's going to be cyber attacks. The Lord's telling us these things. He's not putting it in them words, but he's saying that the council of iniquity is going to be working. Like you said, they're working. They're working, man. The council of iniquity, which is either on the left-hand side, the so-called Illuminati, the illuminated one, they're working, man. They're doing things to make sure things go on course. So they bring mischief, man. Mischief's in their hands. So they're doing things. So that's part of the signs too that we got to watch for. So of course, don't be we're not going to be surprised, really, because he's going to leave us signs of things to come, events, worldwide events, man. It's going to be, obvious to us, but not obvious to the masses because they're going to be in gross darkness.
Yep. The other flames that was told, that's what we see, man. People are hating each other for some reason.
That's part of it. Yeah, that's part of
Says, ye are all the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night, nor of darkness. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober.
it. So we can't sleep, man. We can't go problems in the job. We've got to stay alert. That's why everything that happens, worldwide, we're on the news. We're always constantly, breaking it and throwing it through the scriptures. Oh, yeah, this could be this, could be that.
The thing is, being all around the world, man, you don't ever stop working.
Don't stop.
The work is 24 hours, man.
Labor.
You know, even when brothers here in England, go bed or whatever, man, brothers in America or wherever else is doing videos, man. There's always somebody watching. There's always somebody watching.
Yeah.
You're never gonna miss a moment where you're not gonna get something. You need to know.
And the videos are
Yeah.
always uploaded.
That's right.
That's why it says give them no rest. So even when brothers are sleeping over here, there's videos being uploaded worldwide. Brothers can watch videos 24/7 around the clock if you wanted to. Now, when brothers first came into the truth, brothers first came into the truth, we didn't do nothing but watch videos. Back to back, 49 episode parts and all that videos from Genesis breakdown. We watching videos back to back, hours upon hours. The whole day's gone past. You're still up watching videos. You're soaking it in like a sponge. You're just soaking it in like a baby, man. You're just new to this thing, so and it's still interesting to us. It's still intriguing, man. We're still learning new things every day. Like Apostle the Bible always says, we're still learning. Yeah, we're still learning, man. This truth doesn't die out. It's not stagnant, man. It's always fresh. It's something fresh and new. So you can always soak up something in this truth, man. Soak up some new information. Learning all the time. Yeah. That make in that time grow as well. So you grow into when we first came into the truth to the now, it's like levels, man. It's grown different levels, man. That's why we're able to deal with different people and like vocabs and we'll deal with anyone, man, who comes against this truth. We're growing in this truth, man. We've got that foundation, man.
They that sleep, sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night.
And that's this whole world, man. These people are drunk. They're sleepwalking right now. They don't even know that what's going on right before their eyes. They're seeing a live demonstration or a forced assassination. They can't even tell the difference between real or fake news. They're trying to equate that situation to JFK. No, they actually tried to kill JFK, man. They whacked him in the fucking parade. They actually wanted to whack that guy.
Yes, you get whacked.
Oh yeah, he actually got whacked. You can't compare that to some forced assassination to fucking Trump.
What gets me as well, they kept repeating the actual thing, because normally they'll pause right before it happened or whatever, what have you, but they kept repeating the shooting, the actual shooting, because someone actually dies in that clip. Someone, the guy behind, he actually gets shot at. But that's what they've been doing over the last couple of years since, like, say, the Ukraine war. They've been showing more and more of the blood and the gore and stuff like that. But once again, the love of men, desensitization. So I say once again, it's like over with the whole Palestine thing. On Twitter, you just be scrolling, and then and I'm like, right, the content filters are supposed to be not showing me this. It's supposed to show me a thing of like, contain sensitive thing. Do you want to see?
Consent,
It was like, rah. But once again, that desensitization, yeah, normalizing, yeah, because that is gonna come to this world. That's the thing. And as I've thought about a few times. But one of my favorite scenes in the movie, man, London Has Fallen. For far too long, these things have been over there. Yeah. That's why you get people that are just there like, I will go to war with Russian people. That's because you don't know war.
You don't know the impact it has.
Right. And you had certain of them mercenaries that went to fight for Ukraine. But they're used to fighting with America, where you got the medivacs and that. The one guy was saying, "Yo,
you're left right there for months.
You can get left
no
out there."
No response.
Yeah. He was saying maybe if you was in Kiev or you was a high important person, they may send a medevac. But if you're a regular soldier, hey,
and so basically you're gonna die in the trenches.
That's it, man.
Yeah. Fucking Ukraine, he didn't give a shit about it.
Exactly.
So reality is gonna sink in. We're already in that reality. We already know what's going on. Trying to warn our people to confront it. As it's
also they're so hopeless, dependent on the system that they'll fight to protect it.
That's what they're doing, right?
Yeah.
but they believe in Trump. They think Trump's the same. They actually think Trump's the second coming of the Lord or something. Man. The damn devil, man. He's gonna show you though. He's gonna show you, man. Wait till he gets back into office in November, man. He said he's gonna be on some dictatorship like never before. He's gonna show you, man.
You hope so, man.
I hope so. Then you're gonna be pissed. Then you're gonna be looking at the prophets or the Lord saying, "Oh, we need help from on high." We're gonna be distant, man. Yeah, you're gonna be hearing from us and that. We're gonna be off the web, all of that.
Even like, yeah. These jakes been a thorn in us. I was watching the elders in Dallas this morning from their camp yesterday, man. You had some young niggas going up and chatting shit, man. And it was legit like that Elisha situation. The elders had to bring out the precepts on that, man. That's it, man.
Giant subway rap. Come out of the subway and hop in their arms, see their asses up. That's gonna happen anyway. The Lord spirits and men, to pull animals on people and all that. And some dogs, stray dogs in the park one day, spirit and tear people asses up. Pull fire from heaven. All that's gonna happen as well, man. Because these people been fucking with us far too long. Vocab, that might be even happen to you one day. Remember the Apostle said one day, like, you might fall lightning from heaven. One of brothers prophesied, have the lightning hit your head and hit you with the fucking template. Straight to your template, man. Take your ass out. Fucking Gregorian, German ass out. Damn devil, man. He's just a devil, man. Go on, destroy him anyway. Go around harassing brothers. Like the apostle said, call the police on his ass. Don't even debate that, man. Call the police. You can say that 911. He's in the sky, man. Right here, man.
And Ezra 5 and 8. There shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be oft sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their presence.
You can't say, you can't say around the world he's still not in confusion, man. These people don't know what the fuck's going on. These people don't really know what's going on. They all got opinions and everything, but no one knows what the hell's going on, man. Right? But like bro mentioned about what the beasts and the animals, man, they're being forced in places in the earth, man. They're not usually at. In the cities now, raccoons in the bin, shit. There all kinds of shit going on. But you're gonna find that all these things are being prepared, right? To do hurt. The spirits of vengeance, right? Being prepared to do hurt when the time comes, man. We had heard about fucking animals breaking out of zoos and shit. Black panthers and shit in the So all these things they're being prepped because it's like you don't get to see them very often, innit? Someone might catch a picture of them, but like they're not being active, so they're not like killing bare things to be noticed like that. But when that time comes, they're gonna have their pound of flesh. When that time comes, and most I got them out there for that. Yeah, it's the turn.
Let's just run through 9.
Second Ezra 9:1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
That's what the Heavenly Father is doing, man. He's visiting the earth with faith. That's the leadership, man. Starting with the white. Mainly over there in Babylon the Great. Those were his eyes, which is the ancient and the sinful kingdom, man. That represents America right now. First it was Israel as a kingdom, as a nation of people by the Edomites over there in the borders of it's America. That's why America is on Front Street all the way around all around the world. Everyone's got their eyes focused on America. No one's focusing on what Russia's really doing, or it's really everyone's focusing on what America is. They're doing so much fucking up in so many different places. But it's having an effect on other nations.
And it's Babylon the Great.
Yeah,
the focus point is everything's going on.
Everything America does has an effect on other nations. That's why everyone's focusing on Babylon the Great, like the brother said. Because America has a great impact, a great city. You know, that great whore that sitteth upon many waters, meaning the other nations. So everything America does, it trickles down as a trickle down effect on the other nations, man. That's why everyone's watching. You know, seeing this shenanigans of what the American Parliament, American political parties are doing, and it's a laugh. Basically, America's become a laughing stock, man. Not as strong as it once was.
Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world,
Yeah.
then shall thou well understand that the Most High Yahweh spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
That proves that Lord's word, testimony, everything the Lord said is going to happen. It's happened. Diverse places, so on and so forth. People
Well-
uprising, governments, you know, sedition amongst government. Even the other day, I think in France, one of them places, more riots and more seditions. Well, it's getting fed up.
For like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest.
So the end is manifested, man. This place is out. America, America, Babylon the Great, it's on its way out. The scepter of the wicked is being broken. And they're going to lose Esau's going to lose his power, ultimately going into slavery.
Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonder and powerful work, and ending in effect and sign.
Yeah, and that's why you get all the blood news. Yeah, you had that eclipse. Everyone's forgotten about that eclipse that just happened a couple of months ago. That has shown you that America's been marked for total destruction, man. You know, the end of it, all that dark, the end of the society, of the unknown. You know, the Lord has got his eyes set on America to totally dismantle and destroy that empire, man. Just like he did the ancient Roman Empire. Yeah? So America's the second leg of the Roman Empire. Same people that were ruling 2,000 years ago in a reincarnation of the same devils ruling now. The Bidens, the Neros, the Trumps, they're all the same people in reincarnation, man. Vespasian and all that. We're watching one program on Prime today, Prime TV. This is how we die, or this is how they die. Well, based upon the Roman Empire again, 79 AD, during the time of the Flavian dynasty. Vespasian's on his deathbed. Titus is about to take over, but he still had to save face and make an appearance, innit? So it reminds me of Biden. Biden's on his deathbed, but he still has to make appearances to, save face, to make sure, make it look like still a competent leader. And he's on his fucking deathbed. The same thing was going on with Vespasian, and when his son was coming to take over. So that shows you that they're the same Roman rulers from back then, reincarnated.
And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his work and by his faith.
So this
Whereby
thing's about having faith, man. Faith without works is dead. You've got to put your hand to the plow. You can't be just sitting back like a cheerleader, commentating and, just being trying to recruit other brothers. You ain't putting your hand to the plow doing the work. Like, you got this guy, Power, what was his name? Prince of Power, his channel. And he's basically trying to do a rebuttal saying IUIC, GMS is scared of Holcam alone and all that. Don't want to debate Christians. You're just there, you ain't doing the work, you ain't got no camp. No, you ain't doing the work, you ain't doing the work, you're just there commentating, man. Being a spectator, like some spectator sport. Yeah. Scared to go out there and do the work.
That's a strong term, Because whether we debate him or don't debate him, what does it matter?
Exactly. When we got the right
Whether he
mind,
embarrasses us or we embarrass him, what does it matter?
we got the right mind to ignore them because they ain't got the truth. We already know their vocab plans to come and debate us. We ain't here to know. You ain't fucking debate.
It's like if we lose, that means the most silence or the
Yeah.
words,
Yeah,
we
we lost.
the doctrine loses. It doesn't lose. You still fucking stupid, man.
Ground, man.
Yeah, do again. Fucking stupid,
We
man.
don't even know what we're truly involved in. They're spectating some stuff. But any word, it's all that scoffing is going to get you, put into a concentration camp anyway. They're chipping your ass, man. So you can carry on scoffing if you want. You don't have to make up one of these days. It's not going to be on our behalf. We ain't going to be losing no sleep, get jacked up, chatting shit.
Drinking, man.
You already know what we're fighting for.
We're going to get that good wine.
Yeah.
We're going to get that good.
All the stoners and scoffers, man. We're going to be drinking to get pints at the end of this whole thing. So, now, we're going to be waiting. Yeah. Anyone now?
Shall be able to escape by his works and by his faith, whereby ye have believed.
So we have to believe in the common. How about Shino Shine? no matter what entails, no matter what unfolds, is have faith in Yahweh Shem Yahshua to deliver. That's what the elect have got. That's that gift of faith. No, believing in the unseen and all that. Oh, that's what the elect have, apart from everyone else in this world.
Shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning.
So you've been predestined, the elect have been predestined as we will go into from the beginning of the world and the beginning of this earth. With Yahweh Shai from the beginning, the first thing. And the Lord said that, you know, if you have faith in me from the beginning. Right? That's what these things are about. If you have faith in Yahweh Shai, He's going to deliver you with any type of trouble or situation you're in. Anything, man. It doesn't matter how deadly it is.
You ain't got to worry about taking the chip. If you want to let you ain't going to get it.
Yeah.
You ain't going to worry about what situations could arise. Most I dealing with you, it ain't going to happen.
No? Yeah, resistance to death. That's the mind, that's the mentality you're gonna have. Oh, and this, as I said, this could have happened last night. Brothers would have been in that same mindset. Oh, all right, this is it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we're gonna be like, you know, panicking and calling family members and all that. Here's where it is, man. We want to get the fuck about there. That's the mentality we're supposed to have. Hasten the day, not wanting to stay here because it's the seasons of summer or whatever it is. You know, the month of summer. And then it's summer, you want to stay here and watch the world sports and all that. Fuck all that, man. Fuck this place.
Then shall they be in fitful states which have now abused my ways, and
that's the 2/3, man.
And they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torment.
So that's what's coming. Jacob's trouble is going to be a time of torment, not for the elect. It's going to be a sign of relief for us. A sign of relief. And now we got it. Yeah, all the hell that we've been catching is going to be putting on all the 2/3 now. All our enemies, man. We just got to sit back and watch it. Now. Yeah. Our rep. Brothers already established that in our minds. You know? This is the fight that we're fighting, man. So we're going to continue to come out here till the Lord calls us back. You know? That's it. That's time. Time of prophesying is over with. Now it's time for judgment, man. More judgment, shall I say. You know?
Ephesians chapter 5, Ephesians 5:15. To see then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. We're living in evil times, man. You know? It says, wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. Right? And that's something we have that others don't. They don't understand what the Most High's will is, man. So everything is playing out to His word, though. So you should find out. You should get to know what the word, or you know, the Most High's intentions are. You know.
Funny, we started off with that picture. Yep. The will of the Lord is to set up His earth, you know. Both done on earth as in heaven. The will of the Lord to set up His order, heavenly order on the earth. You have a shine. That's it. So, you know, with that, don't close out. People praise the glory.
Yeah. Hashem, Yahweh,
Brother Honest, the Apostle, Elder to Great Apostle, Shalom, the whole, and the
Baba.